Welcome back to Critting After Dark, episode 11 in our Silver and Steel Witcher Universe campaign. As always, make sure to check all the social links below, links to the shop, and I believe even some special announcements coming up. Before we get into the recap and the adventure, let's do a quick around the horn for our players.
I'm Kyle. I'm playing Kyron, the human barbarian.
I'm Ira. I'm playing Dwell, the elf rogue.
I'm Asher, playing Wayne, the human bard.
He got
Nailed
it.
it.
Got it.
Nailed
Perfect.
it.
Got it. It only took him 11 episodes.
He got it the last one, didn't he? He got like a 9.5 on the landing.
Like three episodes. He got it right.
The Russian judge got him, as they tend to do.
Yeah.
Sorry to all Russian judges out there. Previously, upon returning to the free city of Novigrad and either the homes or the makeshift homes of some of them, the party took to some personal business. Kyron tidied up his affairs with the Tide Cloaks, leaving him back in charge of his shop, and awaited down a coin purse for good measure. Wayne checked in on some family affairs and discovered that his sister had taken off with her husband's acting troupe to the tournament at Oxenfurt, and along with her brother that had showed up. Dwell, still disguised, decided against really finding out how the blind eyes felt about him and decided to just skip town entirely. However, he did find out that a bounty had been placed on him by the Viziman Guard as the party was attacked by a group of bounty hunters. Cooler heads prevailed after some of them rolled, and after the dust settled, they were free to head towards their destination at the tournament. Okay, so y'all are outside. Y'all have just let go or let the two remaining bounty hunters go. You're on the road to Oxenfurt. You've got that nice little parchment and seal from the Queen Anya of Temeria, and you are free now to do whatever you would like.
What time of day is it again?
It's about like roughly midday. A little before midday.
How's everyone feeling from that fight?
I mean, I'm a little rough. But it's, hopefully no other fights come our way today and we can just rest up. Think about what to do with that parchment.
Oh yeah, this looks pretty valuable. It could be my ticket from this bounty, or a ticket out of having this bounty on my head.
True.
But who would we give it to? You seem you're muted, Asher.
Captain of the guards, probably, back in Vizima.
It's probably our
Should
best
work
bet.
now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's still a trip away, so we can take care of that another day. But,
we could
There's bound to be important people at the tournament now.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I was
Someone.
thinking too.
Or we could send a courier if we have to.
I wouldn't trust anyone with that piece of paper.
Well, once we fill it out, I mean, it's not like they can. Maybe they can erase it.
No. Well, no, they can, but shit gets lost or burnt or whatever.
We'll figure it out.
Going to this tournament, if there's a bounty out for me and by extension you guys for being associated with me, should probably go into town with this thing filled out in case we run into trouble there with any of the guard.
That's actually not.
And you do know, because you know that you are not in Temeria, you're in Redania. So y'all would know that.
But
So
we also know that Temeria is having an alliance with Redania, right? Through marriage. So
Yes, through the
if we
upcoming marriage. Yeah, technically they're
So-
not married yet, but yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
if we have a signed paper from the Queen of Temeria that says "Don't fuck with this person," then probably Redanian people won't
Be honored.
fuck with it. Probably, right?
Probably.
It's a probable, you know. Works every time, but only 30% of the
Yeah.
time.
You could assume
Oh.
that, I suppose.
We did just talk with Simon, and if Simon had word for my arrest, he probably would have just made that arrest there.
Well, the thing is, Simon is Novigrad. Novigrad is not Redania or Temeria. It's their own city,
Oh.
as far as I know, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Novigrad is a
True.
free city.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy to pick up bounties on his own, at least,
Yeah.
or to be bothered with them. Honestly, at all. He's got a town to run the guard for.
Well, he'd be more likely to be the one who issues bounties rather than take.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, if you want to get pardoned, I do think you'll need to see some sort of captain somewhere. So yeah, Vizima or elsewhere. I don't
I mean,
really know.
just out of curiosity, does any one of us have a forgery kit?
I never picked up any writing utensils, even.
I do not.
Oh,
Wouldn't know
well.
how to use it.
We should probably pick that up first before we fill this thing out.
I'll just check my bag here for my thieves' tools. No pens. There's no pens in this bag.
I'm sure we can find. I'm sure there'll be poets or whatnot at the tournament, right? There's always bards trying to make a quick buck, or get get in front of the next epic.
Borrow a pen.
Yeah, or plume, some ink, whatever.
Hmm.
Whatever works. What do you think I am, a librarian? I don't know. Fucking know.
Sure. Well, I guess let's just head to this tournament and see how things go. Find a quiet place to fill this thing out. I mean, your guys hopefully still looks good. I assume it's kind of probably rough now after that fight, yeah?
Yeah, actually, I'm not feeling so hot about this disguise. I'm gonna touch it up here. I mean, it seemed to last enough to trick those guys by the end, but maybe they had a mild concussion or something. So
It happens.
Wow, so you wanna rest out?
if you guys,
Touch
don't
on it?
mind waiting for me
Yeah.
a bit here,
We'll just
Sure.
we can take a short rest and you can touch that up, yeah?
All right.
Well,
How long is a
yeah.
short rest again?
About
Is that
An hour.
an hour.
an hour?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and hunt for some berries.
All right. You want some berries?
Yeah, dude, I'm hungry.
Okay. Roll a survival check.
Gonna get lost.
See what
Okay,
you
That's
can
the
find.
absolute
21.
worst I could have rolled.
21.
Oh, dope.
You find as many berries as you want.
Okay, come back with like my arms filled with.
If
fucking
you want
berries.
yeah, you got a bushel, you got a bushel. Every berries you had in mind, you've got.
I think I've stolen the winter reserve of some bear.
Find any
You should-
raspberries?
I don't know. What are those? The purple ones?
They can be.
Well, I don't know. You taste
Oh,
them.
I don't care.
Raspberries can be purple?
I don't know. Maybe in the Witcher world they can.
Oh.
I can turn them purple if I want to.
Oh, great. That would be lovely. Thanks.
Those are snozberries.
Raspberries.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
no. I think
Wait, are
oh,
those real berries?
No,
I swear, is it the
Sure.
I can't get the berries right, like in English. I just can't. So like I can't make the difference between raspberry or whatever other berry there are.
Boysenberry?
Raspberries
What
are
are-
the ones
what
you
are
can
the-
put on your fingertip.
But what are the purple berries? There's purple berries, right? It's like I guess blueberries probably. They're
Blueberries?
Blueberries are blue.
Saskatoon
very
berries,
blue?
but those are
They're
really
more like
local.
purplish.
Is a boysenberry purple? Oh, huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
I'm your huckleberry.
Yeah, huckleberry. Yeah, boysen huckle.
Huckleberries. Wait,
All right.
are those
Anyways,
edible?
Huckleberry
berries.
pie. Yeah, you got your berries. All right. Anybody else do anything?
Just
Nope.
touching up my disguise and taking the rest.
Just taking the short rest, using some hit
Alright.
die.
Yeah, so adjust whatever y'all need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit die to heal.
Where's the short rest button on the
Top.
D&D Beyond? Oh, there it is at the very top.
Yep. And then yeah.
Alright, yeah, adjust y'all's hit points. If y'all use the hit die.
1d8 plus 2.
Well, and you can roll more than one hit die. Where underneath where it says your rogue, if you click those, that's how many hit dice you can use. So
Oh,
yeah, so you can roll more than one if you want to max out your healing. I used all 4 and I'm almost full health now. So
Why isn't yours
16,
updating?
24.
There
who's
it goes.
mine?
Yeah, I guess I thought it updated. I don't know why I thought it updated live. Yeah, I think I just had to refresh it. Oh no, there's the wells. Yeah,
There we go.
it showed there.
Yeah, so 48 plus whatever your plus is. I think it's
Oh, that was Wayne.
Oh,
that did
plus
it.
2.
Yeah. Okay. That was Wayne.
Oh,
that
okay, so I
did
can
it.
get an
Okay,
extra
there you go.
4. 2 times.
Get 20. Okay, so that's it, and then y'all gonna move on.
Great.
yeah.
I'm good to go.
I'm
Alright.
feeling great.
All right, so you head off towards. You're gonna go on the outskirts of Oxenfurt. You're not actually gonna go through the town. You can kind of see that it's even from the outside. It's pretty quiet, as there's just a somewhat busy kind of line to get to the tournament. Like as a travel group, you kind of can easily follow people and see where you're going. You know that the tournament begins the next day. This is kind of the last night beforehand. And you kind of get there towards there we go. There's a little Google tournament image right there. So you get this outskirts, like of this, you see these massive tents that are just kind of going up all over. It's like a town, but it's a town of makeshift tents. They're propped up around this massive kind of flat area, outside of the city. You're about northeast of Oxenfurt. Generally, you see Redanian banners kind of dominating everything. They're the biggest one, they're the highest ones, and then the next one you see kind of below them, a little bit less like the Temerian ones. But then of all these like places there, you can make out where the people are kind of staying, where it's more of like the nobility, kind of like the knights' tents and all that. And there's just hundreds of different kind of flags, crests, regalia all over. And there's generally like this one kind of spot in the middle that's like a gathering section. And off, to the side, way off to the side, you can kind of see where the actual like the arena would be, like the lists would be, and all that competition stuff is like kind of way outside of this little kind of makeshift city. And more or less in the middle, like the biggest one you can make out is this large wooden building that looks like it got put up just for this, but it is not a tent. And you can kind of make out that that's probably where like the king, Radovid, and all that would be. That's kind of towards like the back, area in that sense, where it's not everybody's going to be around there, and it's kind of in its own spot there. So as you kind of come into this area, there's hustle and bustle everywhere. There's carts, there's people going around. There's no one really checking in on anything, no one really looking for information. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing and kind of setting everything up. And so anything y'all would be looking for, or y'all just want to just wander around?
Well, I would say the plan right now is to find some writing implements so we can fill in this parchment, right? And then we can go on our business now.
Yeah, is there any kind of like makeshift shops that have been put up, kind of like a flea market kind of thing?
You can like look for them, sure.
That's what I'm
Okay.
looking for.
All right, so you spend a little time, you kind of get by all like the living quarters, and you kind of find this general like market area, and you kind of just see anything and everything that's kind of been set up. So you're looking for like a general like store?
Yeah, just something where I can find, we can find like a forgery kit or something if there's one available, or just like any kind of writing, something that we can
Okay.
use. Yeah.
Okay. So again, ask around, and there's kind of like a general store, and this kind of generic looking human like guy, human male, is kind of there just kind of putting up boxes and whatnot. And he kind of like notices you walk up and just kind of comes up and be like, yes, is there anything to help you with?
Well, I'm currently looking for some sort of writing utensil, like a pencil or pen, ink and quill.
Ink and quill, like to buy or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've got some of them right over here if you'd like. And you kind of just like pull some out, and like, would you need like the ink well with it?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
That would be useful.
Yeah, kind of pulls out, gives you the quill, gives you the ink, like this little ink well that's kind of sealed up a little bit, maybe like a couple inches high, a couple inches wide, whatnot like that. So it'll be 2 silver.
I put the 2 silver down.
All right. Thank you. Anything else?
Nothing I need, guys.
Nothing that I need.
Other than this. Are we out of healing potions too?
That's a fair point. Looking healing
don't
potions.
Oh wait, no, I've got one, but I don't think
I do
people
not
sell those here.
Yeah. We'll look. We'll keep looking around for just an alchemy shop or something. Anybody that's healing potions anywhere.
Okay, yeah. Alchemy? You mean like a mage kind of shop or anything like that?
Sure. Or an herbalist. We're looking for healing potions.
Yeah, well, in herbalist apothecaries, you can generally find some, and he kind of points off to the left over there. But yeah, as far as like mage and magic and all that, yeah, it's probably not the place really for that.
Sure.
And again, y'all will know that despite some other things, that Radovid still is not keen on mages or magic.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you. And then I'll leave and start looking for the herbalist.
All right. So you find, a few shops down, you pass this like really bad smelling butcher area that comes in there. And you see kind of a couple dwarves in there, and they're kind of arguing amongst themselves that something went wrong in this transfer of meats. So it's a very poor stench, as you kind of pass them. And you come to this apothecary, and it's a very like kind of real stocky, tall woman. And she's kind of just sitting there, and there's really not much behind her. There's a few crates, but she kind of just sitting there with her arms crossed and not really doing anything.
Okay.
You have any? Excuse me, ma'am. You have any potions, healing drinks of any kind?
Well, yes, I do, but it's not here.
Oh.
Everything's just jammed up on the roads. Too many people coming in late. Just shipment has not arrived. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I
You
hope
don't
it's
know
not
if
urgent.
Not really. I mean, it would be nice to grab them, but do you know of any other shops around here that might have been lucky enough to get their shipments through all this mess?
No, but considering their competition, I don't really want to tell you. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough, I guess.
Do you know when you might be expecting them?
Well, I've been expecting them since yesterday, so I would like to say any minute, but it doesn't appear to be so.
I appreciate that. Maybe we'll check back later.
Okay.
Yeah, how about we get to writing this letter now?
Mm-hmm. Good idea. Guess we'll exit this tent and find a place to sit by a tree or something.
Okay. Now there is like as you kind of go, if y'all are looking for like food or whatever, y'all kind of hedge your way towards like a little market area where there's like pop up, little tents, little stalls of food and drink. There's a good gathering around there. As again, it's a little after like midday by now, so like the lunch, rush is kind of past, and it's a little more settled down than ever. It's not quite as bustling as it would be during like a lunch rush hour.
Yeah, as we're kind of walking through, I'll stop and grab like an ale and maybe some sort of like street food kind of thing, whatever they have, that I can just carry on the go kind of thing.
Okay, little
Yeah,
honeyed turkey leg,
something like that. That'll work.
Okay. All right, so y'all find like a little sitting area with a little table and whatnot.
All right, what to write? Double check who. What's the queen on this note here?
Well, you can see like her name is signed on there,
Right,
and everything. But yeah, Anya.
All we gotta do is fill
And
out
all
the
the
meat of
titles
it.
are there, like by order of Queen Anya.
Yeah,
Blah
yeah.
blah 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 blah. Titles.
Yeah, all we gotta do is fill out the meat of it. So I don't. Out of character, DM, would there be a check for this, like a performance check kind of thing, to see how well we write this?
I think Wayne would have a pretty good idea on how to make this look official.
I mean, again, like
Right.
a lot of this, they're not actually going to be writing this unless it's something completely official, which y'all would not be delivering. So for the most part, no. If you're writing something on here, again, as long as you're not trying to do anything crazy with it, that's kind of what the check's going to be. Like if you write on there, by order of Queen Anya, I give all my titles to
Right.
Wayne of Kedwin. Then there's going to be that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what the check is going to be.
Okay. So
Whatever y'all write
essentially,
and
yeah.
how y'all
Well,
write
then
it.
we just
Gotcha.
want to write that, by order of Queen of blah blah blah, Queen of Temeria. Pardon the past crimes of one Dewell something of wherever he's from.
I would say Dwell, Wayne, and Kyron. I would just put all of those on there just to be safe.
Sure.
Okay.
So. And then
That sounds good to me.
we have a way to seal this, right? There's a seal and
Oh, I guess I would also add to the paper something like that, not to be harmed, blah blah blah.
Okay. I mean, like the gist of what y'all are putting down there.
Just to close the loophole on that.
Full
they are not to
pardon. Yeah.
Full pardon, they're
Yeah.
not to be harmed or touched.
Okay. And and then once you seal it, you can't open it without breaking
right.
that seal.
But
Yep.
we have to, for this to take effect, we have to take it to Vizima, I think. Is that where we were? Where we got into issues, right?
Vizima is where you got into issues, yes.
Right. So
Yeah. Well,
Well,
you have
I
to
mean-
go back there, Dewell.
maybe.
Yeah, I'll make my way back there.
I mean, I'll try and accompany you if I can, but not sure yet.
Well, maybe I'll go with you too. I don't. Let's just see if we can't find. We'll hold on to this and we'll just wait after the tournament.
Yeah.
See if we can't find Wayne's brother and sister.
Well, in the meantime, hang on to that letter.
Yeah.
Don't lose it.
All right. Who has the letter?
Dewell.
Yeah.
I take it. Yeah, I take it from Wayne, who just wrote it, and put it carefully into my jacket.
Okay.
Have we sealed it yet, or are we waiting?
Yeah, it's sealed. It's sealed.
Okay, it's sealed. Okay. And then let's just go. Walk around, see if we can't find Wayne's.
Yeah. Try and get a beat on like a actor's tent, something like a spectacle in motion or something.
Okay.
I'll ask around if I don't see anything.
Okay, sorry. All right, so you ask around, and you kind of get word to note that, like, generally the actors, performers, the mimes, the bards, the jesters, and all of that are kind of in this area just north of the market, and it's just like a little bit kind of on the outskirts, like it's away from all the nobles and the knights and all that. It's kind of more or less where, you know, the rabble would be out there, as it might not be, you know, the most couth or high class individuals there, the entertainers. So you make your way kind of out to that, and you start seeing, you know, as you get there, all the jugglers and all kind of people there. You hear the poets and the bards, and they're getting all their poetry down, and the singers and the octaves going up and down, and kind of this area where they have all gathered and just kind of out and about. Yeah, you just see a whole bunch of them kind of in this area.
Well, Wayne.
You don't recognize any of these people, do you, Wayne?
Yeah.
Should I?
Well, I mean, your sister, namely.
Well, there's only one of them, and there's bound to be at least 100 of those. So, nah, I don't recognize me.
What's your sister?
Yeah, it's like it's a large area that, you know, you can go look through everyone, but yeah, it's not like you go there in a quick glance and there's like a dozen people.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
your?
you know, I'll be asking around. Look, she's ye tall. She's got red hair like me. She's from Novigrad. You know, with the troop from there. That's really all I can tell you right now. So, you know, ask around. Oh,
Okay.
and if you see a dude who's, I mean, about the same, right? Red hair, usually short, looks like a knight. Don't talk with him. That's it.
All right. Whoa. What was your sister's name again? Alina?
That's correct.
All right.
All right, so you ask around, and after a little bit, not too long, you come across somebody who says, "Oh yeah, they traveled with a group like that kind of sounds familiar," and they point you in this direction, and along this kind of like wooden fence, you make out what definitely is your sister Alina and your brother Heron, and they're kind of against this little fence, like just kind of staying there, kind of just, you know, talking, and no one else is really around them. There's, you know, it's kind of like a little stall in the back, like a little open field kind of next to it, and like they don't see you before you see them.
Does it appear to be like a friendly conversation, or is it heated at all?
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
yeah.
Max and relaxing.
They're not in an argument or anything.
No.
Gotcha.
Okay. I guess I'll come closer. And you know, you two, if you wanna follow, you're free to.
I'll go up with you.
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
I'll get as close as I can. You know, just like basically walk up to them, just cross my arms, look at them.
Okay, so as you come up, you know, as they see you, like both of their just eyes, you know, go wide as they're just like really surprised. And Alina just steps forward. It's just, "Wayne?
Hello.
Wait, how are you?" And she goes up and like gives you a hug. And
Hey, okay. You know, I'll hug her back.
okay. and Heron just kind of stays there, like just resting against that, like resting against the fence. And he goes, "My Wayne, how long has it been?"
Not long enough.
"Oh, well, I see you've kept your same demeanor. What are you doing here?"
What are you doing here? I wasn't looking for you.
Did you
Well-
say you weren't or you were?
I weren't.
Okay. I again just, you know, Johann acting troupe, he's, you know, made some headroads in that way. He's actually going to be performing tomorrow night in a private play for the king and queen. It's pretty exciting.
Huh? Well, that's his head. That's gonna roll in it.
Yeah, so I guess if you didn't, you know, come here, what is it you want?
I'm not looking for anything. Just I thought I'd pay a visit to my sister. That's all.
Okay.
You know, I was in Novigrad, so I thought she might be there. She wasn't. I was guided there. That's really all there is to it.
All right. Well, I mean, it's we want to catch up. Like we can catch up. I just and she kind of turns back again towards Heron, who's just kind of, just standing there, again, just kind of looking, and there's not disdain on his face. It's more or less just like a very stone-faced, and she kind of looks back and kind of sees that. He's like, well, let's say don't mind him, but I knew never to fight y'all's battles for you. So, do you have any plans for tonight?
Not really.
Okay, well, I take it, your friend's here, and she introduces herself.
Well,
Kyron,
Okay.
pleasure.
Well, there's a little, I tend to call it a soiree tonight. A little kind of pre-tournament, little banquet kind of ball. I can't get you into the actual meal or the feast or anything like that, but there's kind of a little words. It'll be a bunch of high-end people. I could get you in if you like. And she kind of like looks y'all over. And is like, you will definitely need some nicer clothes, but the offer is on the table.
Hmm. Well, I can get in, sure. Don't know about them though. I mean, you have costumes, right? I'm sure we can get some clothes there.
Yes, I can. I will get the clothes that you need. That will not be a bother. I can. She kind of like looks over and she kind of goes up to like each of you and kind of holds her hand out, trying to do like these measurements. It's like, I've gotten really good at measurements from helping with the costumes, so I think I about have your sizes. But I'll tell you what, in case you can wear really what you want, just head on over. And she points over. Do you see this stall? And there's like a bunch of clothes there. It says, just head over there and again, just help yourselves to whatever, clothing you would like to wear.
Okay. Well, I won't need them, but thanks.
Thank you. Very kind of you.
yeah, thanks.
All right.
Mm.
And at this point, Heron now comes up, like walks up and says, Elena, if you will excuse us for a second, little brotherly chat is needed.
It comes. It reaches out.
And she's just kind of like, okay. And just, again, help yourselves there to what you need. And, I'll see you tonight. And she kind of goes off. And you see Heron, he's dressed and he's not in, it's very, down. He's not in his armor or anything. But it's very regal attire. He's got like insignias of the house on there, of your house, Cosmos. And he's looking very, very sharp. Like he's doing very well. And he comes up and...
So you're a knight yet?
And yes, this would be Sir Heron, but I would not expect you to say that. What brings you here?
Expecting something?
No, I just find it a little interesting to come out, given everything you've had in your past.
Well, everyone's got a past, so dispense me with the brotherly advice, okay?
Yeah, we know that was long past the time, but you seem to be alive, which is more than I would have thought. How are you making a go of things?
Can't complain. I've been spearheading some pretty interesting research, actually, time travel.
And kind of just like nicks his head there. Ah, yes. The academy I see has taught you well.
I just got worried when I heard that you were with Alina here. Usually doesn't bode well when you're around.
Yes, and I did not come bearing good news. Father recently passed.
Oh man. I was actually gonna make a joke about if he's dead yet. Okay.
Well,
Well, that's
I see you're
interesting.
taking things seriously as well. But yes, I came to Novigrad to inform Elena, but given the news that she had, she seems to be doing very well. I didn't have the heart to tell her, so she
You
doesn't
didn't
know.
tell her.
I did not.
Well, I think she'll be as overjoyed as I am. So
Well,
I think you
Again,
should tell
we
her
don't-
while spirits are hot.
there will be a time for that, but maybe we don't all have your demeanor. But I suppose if you cared enough about the family, you wouldn't have left.
You do remember she ran away from home. You do, right?
Yes, I do. But again, there's a difference in being joyous that your father is dead.
I'm not joyous, but I mean, he's been looking for it. So it's not a surprise.
Well, maybe it was how it happened, but I guess I will not inform you of that. So you will be at the ball tonight? You and your company here?
Yeah, probably. Sounds fun enough.
I'm sorry. Apparently Wayne's being rude. He forgot to introduce us. I'm Kyron. I stick my hand out to shake his hand.
He shakes it.
I squeeze very hard.
Okay. Do a strength check. Sure. Or athletics or
Brush his
something.
hand.
Yeah.
Athletics
Do
or
athletics.
athletics?
Sure.
Okay.
It's the same, yeah.
25.
Okay. All right, so
Fucking
Are you trying to crush his hand? Is that what's?
as you squeeze, he kind of is, taken aback,
Yeah.
like a little bit, like what the?
You ever shake a guy's hand and he just squeezes a little harder than you thought?
Yeah.
You know, you just get that firm grip. Like yeah, essentially that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, and so as you do that, he kind of gets it, kind of taken aback, and you kind of just look at him, and his eye kind of cocks a little bit, okay, and then just kind of holds it in there, and he doesn't try to pull away. It's just kind of like an impasse that he just kind of looks at you
Yeah, as soon as he looks at me and I realize he's noticed what I've done, I just let go, kind of in the handshake.
Okay, and he just kind of as he pulls back, he kind of just looks and is just oh, interesting company there, and then he goes to Dwell and kind of looks over and holds out his hand.
I shake it, but I don't try anything. I just shake it like a regular handshake.
Okay, so he shakes it again and says, "Sir Heron."
Dwell.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you do have time, or if you care, and I suppose, Wayne, you could probably root against me. Tomorrow's the opening of the tournament. It's the dueling. I'll be participating in there. If you would like to watch, if you'd like to see, or just in general of what goes on, then you can check it out. If not, you'll be on your merry way, and that'll be it. But until then, perhaps I will see you tonight. And as always, take care, brother.
Yeah.
But you just
All right. Well, yeah. If you don't have anything, then he kind of wanders off.
Before he does, I just ask. So, how is mother taking it?
If I thought you'd care, I would enlighten you, but there's no point. And he just walks off.
Be a fun time to go watch him lose tomorrow. I doubt he's going to be able to carry his sword.
I doubt to lose.
His hand's probably going to be hurting for a while.
Eh.
And I got a big smirk on my face.
Family problems, right?
Well, apparently my father's dead, so yeah, sorta.
If you had to guess, what did it?
Stupidity.
Is he just like kind of an asshole? Just always picking fights with people?
He's old school. Always been preparing for war his whole life, so I'm not surprised it claimed him. I just, I just don't know how he died now. Could have been an accident, to be honest, but I don't know. There's just something about Aaron. I can't help it. You know, makes my skin crawl sometimes.
What happened between you guys, if you don't mind?
Nothing happens. I just don't like him.
Oh, I see.
You know,
You're not
always
wrong.
thinking
He's
better than me.
he's a bit of a dick.
Well, I don't even think so. I think he's fine, except for, you know, the whole night part. Just, I don't know. I don't get along with him. And I guess that's on me, but I don't see why he had to come down here to warn my sister about my dad, about, you know, father dying. That I don't see why a letter wouldn't have done the exact same. I mean, I guess he was on his way to the tournament anyway. All right, I'm being paranoid.
I don't know.
think.
Maybe you are just being paranoid. That's the kind of news I wouldn't want to get in a letter. Like a face to face. I prefer to have been told face to face.
Oh, he hasn't even told her yet.
No, that I get, but the news in and of itself, I'd rather find out that my father died face to face from a relative than from a letter.
That's nice, but not very pragmatic.
That's fair. Maybe we should go get ready for this ball. Are we really going to this thing?
Well, I am. Should be fun.
Okay.
Plus, you'll get to see kings and queens. How about that? Get to put a face on the title. I like that.
Sure.
You'll be able to tell, you know, your children, hey, I've seen, you know, King whoever. And he wasn't even killing a witch that time. Maybe he will, you never know. People say he's crazy. I mean, isn't his nickname Radovid the Mad? Something like that.
Stern.
The Stern. That's so close to mad, right? It's like,
Well,
you know, it's something like 4 letters away. It's pretty close.
insane.
Actually, like,
Yeah.
Stop to think about the letters in Stern and Mash.
I guess we'll just walk over and see if we can't find something clothes-wise to wear tonight, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you walk over and you see just all sorts of different kind of dress and whatnot. So, what are y'all can pick out however y'all want to look. All right. So what are y'all gonna pick out to look?
Do I see any kind of like Skellige, like robe?
Infused?
Well, I mean,
Sure.
you know
What does it
okay,
look like?
So you've played Witcher 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know Geralt has to find the Witcher robe, like the ceremonial. Yeah,
The Bear Witcher.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll-
Whatever you want to look for, they
That's-
probably have it.
That's what I'll look for.
Okay. The little robe. Wayne, you got your own stuff?
Well, I
'Cause-
mean, after thinking about it, I might as well take something real. So yeah, I'll get something like probably I'll try and get something that's like vaguely Kedwinian from Kedwin,
Edwinny?
if it's possible. Yeah, Kedwini.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's available. You know, nothing like too fancy, but like sharp, I guess. Yeah. Just more, you know, practical than crazy looking.
Okay. Practical Kid Winnie regalia. There you go. Dewell.
I'll dress like a well assimilated elf that's been living in Redania for a while, I guess. Or Novigrad, rather.
So are you still disguised as a human?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I'm
Yeah.
disguised as an elf, actually. Because everyone's been, up until now, been kind of saying, like, noticing me as an elf. Anyways, so. That seems like, because there was the.
Well,
There was the dwarves that
Right.
were shaking us down at the beginning who mentioned that I look like an elf, and the bounty hunters also mentioned that I look like an elf. So I figure I just looking like an elf.
Well, no, the bounty hunters didn't. That's why they
Yeah.
like stopped attacking.
Right.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So my original intention was to look like a human. So
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you look like a human to
that,
the.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably best that we go with that, because aren't elves kind of frowned upon around here?
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if I was to be in close to Radovid and his circle, I would imagine that would be
Yeah.
suspicious.
All right. I want y'all to not assume things that aren't necessarily in this game. Y'all are taking that from Witcher 3 and a previous incarnation.
That's fair.
Okay? So don't assume things that I have not inferred or told y'all. Is that fair enough?
That's fair.
Okay.
But given history, though, the elf, it's yeah.
That's the
There's a
assumption I'm
lot of
making.
different. There's a lot of different things, as evidenced by the Kingdom of Kedwin. Like, there's a lot of things different that have happened in these few years after The Witcher 3.
Well, I guess we'll have to see if he kills you on sight.
And-
We'll know.
yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah. And remember, Novigrad isn't Redania.
Yeah, I misspoke.
No, it's
right,
fine.
right.
Well, okay. Then to get some information, like from like the troops, you know, the actors or wherever we went, I guess it's mostly humans, or have there also been dwarves or elves in the people we've seen?
That y'all have come through, like, for the most part, it has been humans. But like where y'all have been per se, kind of hasn't been like more or less what like they haven't been really around everywhere in that sense. So nothing's really stood out.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think it's safe to stay as a human as long as you can. For now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay as a human as long as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all have y'all's clothes. And y'all just have them, like, unless y'all gonna put them on now, y'all just kind of, you know, have them in a little sack or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not time to go to the ball, I guess we can just
Yeah.
hold on to them, find a place to stay for the night.
Ball was tomorrow, right?
No, the ball's tonight, but isn't the tournament start
Tonight.
tomorrow?
Yeah, tournament starts
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Right.
The little soiree is tonight. All right, so y'all want to go look around, trying to find a place kind of to sleep, stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all quickly find out that because this is in like open area and like a tournament, there's no inns, there's no taverns. You find your own place. Like there's just fields. You go set up your tent.
That's yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like stake out a spot to do that. So if y'all want to go kind of like, you know, set that up, you know, y'all are free to do that, like in the area of where y'all will be, which again is like to the east and away from all the to-dos.
Yep. Set up a tent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set up a tent.
Have a fire going.
While we were walking around, did I see any kind of area to like sign up to compete in the tournament?
Yeah, there's like a main registration Like there's a registration area to do that if you'd like to go over there.
Yeah, once I get set up, my tent, because I assume it shouldn't take too long, I'll go over there, try to register.
Okay. So you go up, to these like registration, you see this very well off, very expensive gear. These are obviously, people who are knights, they're of nobility.
Right.
And, as you kind of get around this registration table, like people start to kind of look and, they notice, you're not in armor. There's nothing in that. There's no insignias that you have. And you're kind of getting these kind of weird looks. And as you kind of approach the assuming you're going to approach the registration table.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you approach the registration table and they kind of give you a look and they're like, what's your house name?
I'm Kyron from Clan Agnar.
Ah, clan. Yes. Well, these tournaments are not open to people from the Isles. It's really nobility only. So, apologies. And they're just like, oh, sorry, not sorry.
No other way around that.
I mean, not unless you can go and find out whichever woman you came out of and put it in a noble one. Other than that, not that I can think of. And just kind of is like, all right.
Sure.
Wayne steps in and goes, is that how you talk to a knight of House Cosmos?
And they point over to Kyron. They said he did not say he is a knight of House Cosmos.
You have to forgive him for the lapse. You see, between you and me, the Skelligers, they tend to lose a bit of things, in translation. Anyways, point is a freshly knighted member of my house. Perhaps you know my brother, Sir Aaron of House Cosmos, who I
and
understand is registered.
they kind of they go over and kind of look through, like the registration, like forms or like the tail of that. Yes, indeed.
Good. Then you can take it on my authority that this man right here is a knight of my house. And if you don't like it, you can tell my brother that it's on me. You can come complain to me. Huh? How about that?
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Don't fuck me. 18.
18.
That's not
That's
bad.
a bad roll, by the way.
It's not bad.
That's what?
That's a bad roll, by the way. I rolled 9.
No. Well, what we can do, and who are you again?
I'm Wayne Cosmos of House Cosmos.
Okay.
Second in line.
So they write down the name. Well, we will. I will take the information, and we will check on this. But we've had a lot of people, trying to get in. But I will check it, and if you want to come back later, I should have an answer for you then. But I guess we'll, when we get an answer, we will let you know.
I understand. It's more than fair. I'll let you do your job, and I'll bid you good evening.
All right. So they kind of takes this and like goes off to kind of give it to whomever they're going to give it to.
Okay. Just leave the tent, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll
walk away.
Okay.
Fucking pencil pushes.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all just gonna walk around?
Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
As Wayne and I are kind of walking away, I'll just thanks. I wasn't. I told you. I told you I really didn't want to compete, but after meeting your brother, I kind of want to punch him in his face.
Well, I told you. Yeah, I don't get to throw my name around too often, so might as well do it now. Plus, I have a feeling I won't be able to very soon, so.
we'll just
I'll try and talk to my brother, smooth things out, and maybe he'll accept. Who knows? I'm sure he knows that Skellions can hold their own.
sure. I guess we'll just kind of walk around.
All right. So as y'all walk around, again, y'all just come across just the random performers. There's some beggars going around. You see again just this hustle and bustle of everybody getting everything ready. You pass by these two like halflings. You're starting to see a little bit, more of just like non-humans. They're not really kind of out and about. But you see these two kind of halflings. They're arguing over this dice rolls they're kind of throwing in this corner. And you start to see a very makeshift, these two people are kind of in the little drinking contest where they're both just kind of throwing everything back, having far more fun that they should have. And you pass by a lot of food, any kind of food you can imagine. Like they found that honey turkey a little bit earlier, but all kinds of fruits, all kind of veggies, anything you can imagine is there. You pass by not as spoiled meat, some of them got a little bit better, and you get them smells, and you see this one tent that it's kind of like decently large, and you kind of see inside that it's a very like happening, like jovial little atmosphere going on in there. And there's a sign there that says Brenna veterans come with goodwill, all are welcome to honor these heroes. And you kind of look sorry.
Dying?
No, something just gets lodged in there. As you see inside, you kind of give like a little quick glance, and you see just kind of some people are in like their old military uniforms, and you can kind of just make out it's a good amount of both. Like you see the Redania, you can see the Temeria, you can see even like some there's some Nilfgaard that's there, and it generally seems to be a very like pleasing kind of atmosphere.
I'll go in and kind of take a look around.
Okay. Is anybody else going in?
Yep.
Paddle and Brenna, veterans. Oh man.
All right. So y'all go in, and again, like someone just kind of comes up, and they, this one guy comes up, and he's in the red of Redania, and just kind of is holding a drink, and he's like, you fellow veterans?
No.
Me, not so much.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, again, we're all here to honor it. It's goodwill is a new dawn upon us, so just have a drink and just enjoy. And kind of like walks away. And like as y'all see it, you see kind of in this tent, there's like a little bit of everybody in here. There's humans, there's dwarves, there's gnomes, there's halflings, and there's even like kind of a few elves that are in there. And you kind of see one off to the side, and it's an elf. And Dwell, like you recognize like the lightning bolts insignia on there of like the Vryad Brigade, and he's sitting next to a Nilfgaardian, somebody that's in very like elegant Nilfgaardian.
I double check my eyes and I go over there. Do you see what I see over there, guys? Is this real? Is that elves sitting with Northerners and Nilfgaardians?
Guess so. Is that surprising?
It's absolutely surprising. After the Battle of Brenna, everyone who was part of the brigade, the Vryad Brigades, they were all executed.
Well, apparently not.
Do you recognize any of those guys?
I recognize the insignia. I don't. Do I recognize any of those guys, DM?
You do not recognize them. But you do recognize the You recognize the Riot Brigade, and you do recognize insignia on the Nilfgaardian that was the 4th Cavalry that the Riot Brigade was under. But you do not recognize the individuals.
I'm really kind of, if you guys don't mind, I'm kind of curious how these people survived. How they're able to sit here, if you don't mind grabbing a bite to eat here.
No, not at all.
Go for it. Not
I
too
mean,
much.
you wanna go have a talk to him?
Yeah, I kind of want to talk to these.
Well, it's a celebration, right? Kinda.
Apparently,
Well, let's
apparently
hear.
they're not hostile. So this is.
I'll hand. How many of them are sitting there? DM, how many guys are sitting at that table?
My fault. I was still muted. At this table, it's just those 2.
Just those 2.
Yeah.
Just
I'll hand Wayne or not Wayne, Dwell a couple gold and say, here, go buy that guy's a drink.
oh, well.
Let
Thanks.
at least get the conversation started.
Okay, y'all
I
are
feel-
seeing. Yeah, and this is my fault. Oh shit! Y'all are seeing that like there's no paying for drinks here. It's just like
Oh, I thought
they're
it was
just-
like a
yeah.
yeah.
You can just grab it. Like they're just kind of sitting there. You can kind of grab and do that. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll keep my fucking money.
I'm still in disguise as a human, as I
Yeah.
said earlier.
Are
But
you gonna approach him?
yeah, I'm gonna approach him, and I'm gonna sit down and say, "Fancy seeing elves and humans together here. Did you all fought against each other?"
And so the elf kind of looks and just, well, you know, it's the tournament here. Things have changed, and well, whatever happens, happens. But I guess I can tell that were you in the war?
I show him my teeth and that I have no cuspids to reveal that I'm actually an elf in disguise.
Okay. So he kind of sees that and leans back, and you can just tell there's like a disdainful, like look that kind of comes across him. He goes, "Ashamed of yourself, are you?"
I've been in hiding for years.
Yeah.
It's all for survival. I'm curious how you're able to be out in the open after I've spent so much time. I fought in Brenna. the
Did you?
brigade.
Okay, you were there. All right, then you remember. Well, this is the first time I've put this on, and he kind of like taps, you know, the thing, insignia. It's like, well, it's the first time I've put it on since then. I'm tired of hiding, and it's a tournament. I don't believe anything's going to happen here. This is the time to do anything, as you know. If there's any fighting here, if there's anything, it is an affront directly to the king. So I don't think anything's going to happen. But if it does, then so be it. There's only so many times you can just hide who you are. But I'm afraid, well, obviously I don't recognize you because I don't see your face. What is your name?
Dwell.
Dwell. And he kind of like holds up and he kind of looks over and goes, yeah,
Absilvo,
sorry.
my family.
yeah,
My
I'm
father?
sorry. Yeah, I am Edrar. I've been going by Addy, but whatever you would like to call. This is Keese, and he, goes over there, and the Nilfgaardian kind of like tips his hand, and goes, he was a sergeant in the 4th Cavalry. We were good friends. That we both made it out. I'm sorry, I don't recognize that name, but I'm glad that you got out. What have you been up to?
I've been hiding in Novigrad for 5 years. Ever since. Just working as a petty thief. It's been miserable.
Yes, as most of our kind have. How did you escape?
From the Battle of Brenna,
Were you part of the surrender?
and I kind of like looked down and, well, I never trusted the scout that they sent. as you know, we got flanked, and that's how we lost. And the second I saw them coming over the northern hills, I took off on my horse. I knew that we were totally fucked.
And this elicits a like little chuckle from Keese, and just like he just laughs, picks up his drink, and goes, "Well, it was for the both of us," and like kind of holds his drink up. It's just, yeah, we were never destined to win that day, were we?
Well, odds were against us.
Yes, well, at least you got out alive. I was able to use some little connection to help Edrar here. And yeah, we've just kind of been not really on the run. I guess you can say he's on the run. But I got my discharge and we've kind of been at it. It's been a little more helpful in Novigrad, but it was shameful what happened at Drakenborg and Diligen. And you'll know that's where the commandos were like, they surrendered, they were taken there, and they were supposed to be like freed, but instead they were all pretty much executed.
I know you didn't have personal, you didn't have any role yourself in that, but selling us all out like that and having us executed and tricked, it's pretty fucked.
And then Adror kind of like speaks up and goes, "Well, yes, it was, and obviously a sergeant didn't have anything to do with it, but well, I suppose everyone will get theirs in the end. That includes our queen."
You two have known each other a while, and where are you staying in Nilfgaard? If you are.
We don't really stay. It's more like a traveling, we get work kind of here and there. The vulgar term, you can call it bounty hunters. We're just helping, we're generally stationed around Nazir, but it's a little more, I should say a little easier there, but I guess we'll see how things are. But there's some business we have at the tournament that we need to take care of, but I don't envision how it will end.
It's business.
Well, I guess the business you can say is our own. No offense.
Oh, fair enough.
What brings you here?
Well, I've been traveling with a couple friends I met in Novigrad, and I guess the same as you. Not quite bounty hunters, mostly town to town solving problems.
Yeah. Well, I guess we all do what we can to survive, but I would maybe not try to be so fearful or ashamed of what you are. Because it doesn't matter. If somebody hates an elf, they're going to hate an elf. Just own what you are.
It's been years since anyone's told me that. I appreciate it.
Yes, well, I guess there's no other way to do it, I suppose.
I guess. Thanks for catching me up on everything, and I hope you guys, best of luck to you.
And so they both kind of like nod their heads and just, the same thing, safe journey and farewell.
All right, go back to the other two.
All right.
That was wild. Never expected to see anything like that.
Times have definitely changed.
Quite a lot. Seems, yeah, this disguise is a bit overkill here. Seems to be a armistice everywhere, but
I mean, you're still a wanted man.
that's the big thing, yeah. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't tell them that I was a wanted man, considering they turned out to be bounty hunters.
Did you give them Did you give them your name?
I did, but I probably saved from them. I would made me think. They said it would be a direct affront to Radovid for any kind of
Sure.
violence unsanctioned.
Do I remember how much that bounty was worth? It was like a lot, wasn't it?
It's 500.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It is a lot.
That's a hell of a bounty to pass up at this moment. If they're even informed of the bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Should probably
Maybe
get...
we'll be safe at least until we exit the tournament grounds.
Or we can find somebody to give that letter to immediately if we can find somebody here.
Perhaps. Just thinking. Once the letter gets shipped, it'll still be a while before the information's sent out, and the bounty will probably still be out there for a while after the pardon is through, and if only there was a way to just tell everyone all at once.
We'll
Series of tubes.
figure it out.
So distracted by seeing that tent and everyone in there all together. Where were we headed again?
Oh, I think we were just killing time till the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. About what time of day is it now?
It's like mid-afternoon, so y'all would have about probably like 3 hours or so.
Okay. I'd say probably just kill time and then go get ready for the ball.
Yeah, if there's nothing specific y'all looking for.
I mean,
Or,
if we see anybody to give that would be like the perfect person to
Yeah.
give that letter to, then yes.
Yeah, so as y'all walk around, as y'all look around, there does not appear to be any like ambassador or like Temerian little thing to be like Temerian information or anything like that.
Embassy.
So
Right.
yeah, there's no like
No
embassy, like makeshift embassy set up. But you are going to be at a party tonight with a bunch of
Fancy
hoity-toity, fancy pants.
I guess Wayne would just like to find his sister if possible. Like if it looks like she's like super busy, it's fine
Like beforehand.
beforehand. Yeah.
Before? Okay. So are y'all all going with him, like back over there?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to them, I guess.
yeah.
I'm just gonna keep looking around just at different shops. If I find anything like healing potion wise, then I'll buy, see what I can buy. But if I don't, then no big deal.
Okay.
Which you can just let me know. You find X amount,
yeah,
and then
I
I
will.
can,
Yeah. All right. Well, what are you gonna do?
I'll just tag along with these guys.
Well, they're not going to the same place.
No, they're not going to the same place.
No. He's
Oh, jeez.
Kyron's going shopping. Wayne's going to see his sister.
Well, I could still use some potions, so I guess I'll go shopping.
Okay. And if there's anything else you want, just let me know, and you'll probably be able to find it. And then we'll just go from there. If you think of anything.
Yep.
All right. So Wayne, you head over back to the troop, and you go to that kind of same area. You look around, and you kind of find where she's staying, and you kind of figure that out. And if you want to speak to her, you can.
Yeah. Well, I'll do that.
Okay.
Kind of. Hey, are you busy?
I mean, just getting stuff prepared for tonight. What is it?
Are you gonna perform or
Tonight?
What do you do yeah. I mean, what do you do exactly?
No, I help out. I've really gotten into the costuming aspects of it, but no, like the performance, I've realized Johan's the performer, and I really help with him. Just kind of consider myself a Jill of all trades, if you will.
So you'll just be in the audience then.
Yes, I will be there in attendance. Yes.
Okay, then. Do you know why Aaron's there?
Do you want to know why he? What was the question?
Why is Aaron here? Do you know
Oh.
that?
He was coming to the tournament. He just said he was going to stop by. In Novigrad, when he arrived, we were just preparing to leave. If he would have been an hour later, we probably would have missed him. And then we just rode. But I know we've all had our differences, but you know, I'd like somehow if we could all, you know, at least try to bury everything.
Okay. Well, talk about burying. Declan's dead.
Okay, I'm laughing. That's not her. So
Sorry,
she kind of.
I missed that. What did you say?
Declan is dead.
Well, no, it's the berry pun. Sorry, that caught me off guard. So she kind of like lowers it and is, well, I kind of knew that. I caught wind of it, and I kind of had an idea he was there to tell me, but
What do you mean you caught wind of it?
well, it just so happened that there was somebody coming in. We kind of have. She kind of started thinks of the words of how to say it. Information, kind of, if you will, and I got a note or a letter from Mother that he was ill and sick, and well, I kind of just assumed that might have happened.
Really? He died of sickness.
Well, it wasn't a sickness, but he was.
What was it then? Too old?
And she kind of just like, well, he was kind of, crude term, I guess you can say, was stuck by a boar.
Okay. Well, I just Aaron told me, and I thought you should know. So that's all.
Oh, okay. So that must have been why he came. That's an Novigrad. That's just why. But if he just told you,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then I guess he just didn't want to tell me.
He was all that. Not the first time.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. When was the last time you saw Father?
I don't know. A few years ago. I left not long after you, to be honest. A few years after.
Yeah, we had corresponded in that time, but I never went back. I never saw him again.
Well, as far as I know, they don't want nothing to do with me anymore, so...
Did you ever speak with him or correspond?
Nah.
Oh, well, I guess what's done is done. I do hope to go see Mother after this, though. If you care to join me.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
Let's hope they don't arrest me at the gate, though. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I guess that is something I don't have to worry about, but perhaps we will find that out beforehand. But I do have some things to prepare for before tonight. Thank you
Right.
for letting me know, and let's just try to have a good evening tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll be celebrating.
Okay, good. And
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it. Sorry
Yeah.
to having barged in like this. I'll just leave fast.
just scurry away. She goes back to it. And so Kyron and Dwell, y'all have spent all this time looking, and you find out that there is a a big shortage of stuff like that. And so you were not able to find a seemingly reputable shop that was selling these potions, and you kind of get someone who's like, hey, I got that, like, I got what you need, and they kind of take you behind a tent, and they show you like 2 potions, and they say that they're gonna be 30 gold each.
Do they look legit?
Roll investigation. And Duel, you're with him, right? Y'all can both roll
Yeah.
investigate. Y'all can both roll it.
What's can I give you advantage because my investigation's awful?
Sure.
Yeah, so just
Just 2 rolls, yeah, that's fine.
instead of 2 rolls, just give Dwell advantage and have him roll twice.
Sure. You're gonna like really hold it up to his eyes.
Cause yeah,
You're gonna spin it. You're gonna like spin it for him. Be like, hey.
that's way better than what mine would have been.
Oh, what'd you roll?
Could get higher. Oh, with advantage, I ended up with 18.
With 18? Okay. So as you do it, they look, from what you can tell, they look very similar to the potions that y'all had before.
So they're the minor are just lesser healing.
Yeah, that's the ones y'all had before, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
not
we had
regular.
lesser and greater, I think.
Yeah,
I think there was one that fell off, but the ones y'all bought before, those were lesser, right?
I think so.
I don't know. I just know I have one healing potion.
Okay, then regular, yeah, just
Potion-
regular healing potion.
Potion of
okay.
healing. Okay.
Yeah, regular, yeah.
You think they're legit?
They look good to me. I'm short 6 gold though.
I'll give him 6 gold, and then I'll buy one as well. To 30.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
All right, so y'all can add those.
Yeah. What other potions you got?
Well, on me, just with, well, I'll and they kind of like look around. They go, I know this is a healing one. I've kind of come across this one, and he holds it up, and it's kind of like this yellow, like a kind of a clearish yellow liquid. He goes, I don't know what this one is. Pulls up this like red one. He's like, I don't know what these are. Do y'all happen to know? Are y'all into these?
Can I take a look at the yellow one here?
Yeah.
I crack it open and smell it. Do I recognize it at all?
It smells very like herbally. And no, yeah. And
I
that's
don't
well,
recognize
actually,
it at all. Yeah.
You can roll. Yours would be, you can roll survival for you. Yeah, roll survival.
19.
Okay. So the herb that you recognize this definitely comes from like a herb. And the herb you recognize has, from what you remember from being in the fields, picking all that, has paralysis type tendencies with the herb.
Oh, geez. Well, I tell you, I smell it. I'm like, well, it's not urine, but it smells a lot like a pretty toxic plant that causes paralysis.
And the seller's like, oh, okay.
You know,
I mean, they
could be toxic potion you're selling.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I'll tell you what, 5 gold each. How's that?
I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm all right. No need to drink that. I don't trust it.
Okay. And he kind of like pulls him back, and at that point he's like, all right, well, perhaps I'll see you around, and kind of just goes away.
Thanks.
He's already gone.
I mumble as he's out of hearing range.
Yeah, they're gone. All right, so anything else y'all want to look at do? Otherwise,
Yep,
we
that's
can
it.
do ahead to tonight.
Head to tonight.
All right. All right, so y'all get rested up, and Duel, you do a little touch up on your disguise kit. It doesn't matter. You have time,
yeah,
sure.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
catch up on my disguise then.
All right, so you get all dressed and pressed, your most elegant of wares, and you head on over again to the large structure that got built. You know, this isn't a tent. This is actually like a structure that has been built for this, and there's just a massive Redanian flag over here, and then this huge Temerian one off to the side, you know, the new house. So it is not the lilies of Foltest. He's dead, and his line is dead. So newer one with a little bit more stripes on the side, you know, that way like a half emerald kind of thing. So you get up there and you start to see a good amount of guards, like to keep them kind of riffraff at bay. They're making sure nothing kind of breaks out right outside of there. And you go up to the front, and there's kind of like a little check-in, you know, kind of table. And crap, assuming y'all give your names,
Yep.
like who you're with. Okay, fucking keyboard. You give your names, and you know you're okay. You're in, and they tell you, like guards at the door, no weapons. So you cannot bring weapons into there.
Oh, we probably would have known that ahead of time, right?
Yeah,
I would,
fine.
yeah, I would just left all my shit at my tent.
Oh, I thought Asher was so mad at the no weapons, he just takes off his ear. God.
Wayne doesn't care about his weapons. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So there's no weapons. In Wayne, you can kind of feel that there's kind of like a magical, like a pulse kind of thing.
Okay. From
That-
what?
It'd be like an anti-magic thing.
Anti-magic field?
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of get like a vague kind of feeling of that, like you felt before.
Well, that's not great, but not surprising either.
All right, so you walk in, and it's again a very elegant party, unless y'all have actually rubbed elbows with, you know, not just nobility like you would have been, Wayne, but like higher ups and whatnot. Like these are the uppity, and there's just numerous nobles, merchants. People are wearing clothes that is more than y'all will ever see in your life, even more than that 500 golds that Dewell has on his head. And kind of with the same thing, you see a mixture of kind of everybody in attendance. It's overwhelmingly human. But you do see again, like just a little, there's some elves in this way, there's some dwarves, halflings, and they're not just attendants or waiters, servants, and whatnot. They're taking like kind of plates and food and drink around. Again, this is after like the feast, so these are kind of hors d'oeuvres and just little, you know, little meats, veggies, and you kind of see a table where there's wine and there's some like beer, but really not so much. You know, there's not much of that. It's really just kind of wine of what this is. In the middle of this is this large floor. People are dancing in there. You know, think of it kind of like in a way like a masquerade ball, but there's no masks. They're just kind of dancing all about. It's 2 stories, so there's kind of people up on the second level, kind of looking down, the ones that aren't brave enough to dance. You know, it's maybe, like say maybe like 100 feet long and maybe like 50, 60 feet wide. And in the corners are like these little steps to get up to the second row. And to the outside of the dance floor are like bar type tables. Like there's not people sitting, but kind of like standing where they can lean on. And there's tables, and there's people kind of discussing anything kind of going around. And as you go in, this very kind of uppity woman, you know, kind of like that, but she's very pleasant, noble, comes up to you, and she's got this wine kind of swirling in her hand. And she goes up to Wayne and just, hello, are you with anybody?
Yes, I am. What about you?
Oh, yes, I'm Lady Reveille. And she kind of like, she has like a gloved hand. She's probably about maybe like say mid 40s, very tall, very lithe. And she kind of has this like gloved hand and kind of goes up and kind of like puts that kind of like on your cheek. She's like, oh, yes. And just kind of like looks over and points to this kind of older older gentleman who has like these very much like a walrus, you know, looking like mustache, and he's just kind of standing to the side. He's in like military regalia, and just kind of saying he's not looking at it. He's kind of like looking off the distance. He goes, "Oh well, we are here obviously to celebrate King Radovid.
Right.
Are you a guest of anybody in particular?"
Yes, actually, I'm a close acquaintance to part of the troupe that's going to perform tonight, as well as one of the knight who is going to compete tomorrow.
Oh, tonight? Yeah, there's. You talking about? Are you speaking of the little play for the king and queen?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, that's actually tomorrow night. Were you going to
is
be?
it?
Were you going? Yeah, were you going to be watching?
Well, if I can help it, yes.
Ah, well, it's a very private affair. Even I can't get in. It seems to be any other kings, queens. I'm not positive if the emperor will be here in time. I don't know if he's even going to be here, but I believe King Ludolf of Kedwin will be in attendance. But I believe it's going to be a very small affair. How do you know this person in the troupe?
Family bonds.
Really? Well, you should be very proud. It must have been very hard to secure that gig. Well,
Oh, they are very talented. I've always said so.
they must be. Well, here's to us finding our way into it. And she holds her drink up to like to clink glasses and realize that y'all don't have anything. She goes, "Oh, my manners." And she kind of like snaps and calls over, and someone like brings over this tray, and you know there's like about 5 or 6 different like red wine and like white wine on there, and this waiter kind of like holds out for y'all to take.
What do you suggest, sir? I asked the waiter.
And the waiter kind of like stands there and like looks to Lady Reveille, and she kind of looks and just kind of like laughs. Oh, this is a good one. Here, try this. I believe this is an SS. This is the best from Toussaint. She grabs one of the whites and gives that to you, and she kind of like points, like kind of waits for Wayne and Kyron to either choose or.
I'll just take whatever. I'll take the first thing that's closer to me and act like I know what I'm doing.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, a very good choice there."
It was my father's favorite. I take after him.
Ah, again, I see a fellow Temerian. Okay. And she goes over, now kind of points to Kyron, like,
Do you have an ale?
Kyron loves his wine.
and again, she just laughs. Geez, y'all are a very funny group. And she grabs this, like another red and kind of like hands it to you.
I'd take it.
Okay. It's like, well, to good times, may they never end.
Cheers.
And cheers, and like takes a drink, and she kind of like starts to go away, like kind of wander off and mingle.
I do not take a drink.
Okay.
I set that.
down my drink.
I set down the drink, the wine on like the nearest table I can find. Just no.
Okay.
These people are weird.
Well, if you were wondering why I left Kedwin, that kind of interaction is most of it.
Makes sense.
I couldn't tell if she was laughing with us or at us.
At us.
Oh.
This is a shit party. They don't have ale.
Honestly, I don't even know the difference between wine and ale.
The one with
Ale's better.
wheat.
Ale's better.
Hops.
Okay. Sure, if you say so.
I was afraid how I'd reveal how little I knew about the wine by picking a bad one. So I don't know. I don't know how you grew up around people like that. It must have been.
I didn't really. Just got to see them from time to time. Never in any official capacity, but
Do we see
it's
Wayne's?
exhausting.
Yeah. Do we see Wayne's brother anywhere?
Yeah, everybody roll a perception check. And this will kind of be for as y'all kind of make your way through.
14.
21.
12.
14, 21, 12.
Watch picking in fast.
All right, so y'all kind of again make your way through, and there's a bunch of kind of people like that. No one, you can kind of tell like the snobbish people, and then like as you walk by, some are just like, oh, like they don't recognize you. You're not wearing any insignias, so their first aim, the first thing is just like, what the hell are these people doing here? And you don't find Heron, you don't find any kind of sense of them, but you also know that it's still decently early. Like some of these, the more people are kind of coming in, and you kind of gathered from overhearing people kind of talk, mention that a lot of times these can carry on long into the night. So people can kind of come and go and be late arrivals. But Wayne, as you are walking through, you see off to the side, it's not really in the corner, but it's a table and this person is kind of by themselves. And you get a kind of a look, and after a little bit of a second one, you recognize, you're pretty sure that the tall female elf at this table is the one you recognize from the cave, wearing the armor that teleported you.
Well, that's a yikes.
And as you kind of like make that, she kind of catches eye of you as well.
I wave.
And she kind of just like nods and gives like a come over.
I'll lean, like, is that like one of the other two close, or are they just gone off to eat or drink or something? Are you guys close?
Yeah, we'll say that y'all were
Probably,
like
yeah.
walking together.
Probably
kinda
would've been-
hanging around.
It's up to them, right? But,
Yeah.
But only you
Yeah.
have seen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if they're close, I'll just like look at them, down my drink, and be like, there's the elf sitting at the table. Over there,
Which elf?
the bad one.
That's-
And I'll go closer to sit.
Oh.
You point them out to us, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And these are like they're like standing tables. There's no really
Right.
where to sit. Y'all are kind of just standing
okay.
around.
Then
like
I'll
a
sit
bar.
on the ground, damn it!
Yeah. So you sit on the ground and she's just looking down at you, all like 6'5" of her. Or we just go Resident Evil and I make her like 9'6".
Yeah, no, I'll just get to the table, put my glass there.
I guess let's go up, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
hello. It's been a while, huh?
Yes, it
Longer
has.
for you-
It's
longer for you than for me.
yes. There's still a little work to be done on it. I first would like to apologize, but I see you came out okay. You must tell me, where did you go?
What did you do with the wizard?
He is no longer an issue.
Okay.
Never seemed like an issue for us.
Wait, so you don't know where you sent us?
I do not. But first, my name is Shirdash, and you?
Well, I guess no reason in hiding. I'm Wayne.
Kyron.
Well?
Yes, so again, it has been a little bit of time. Tell me, it is an amazing coincidence that we are in this place at the same time. I would almost deem it fate.
That don't exist.
It doesn't. So how else would you explain that we're here together?
So when you sent
sometimes-
us, go on. Sorry.
Sometimes people do things, and sometimes it happens that they do the same thing at the same time, and then this happens. Coincidence. That's the word. I'm sure you're familiar.
Somewhat. Does he speak for you as well? She kind of looks to the other two.
Sure.
And it is a strong coincidence.
Well, I believe that I owe you an explanation. I fought with Nilfgaard against the Wild Hunt in Skellige 2 years ago. What happened was, when we defeated them, I took some of the armor from the warriors that me and my brothers killed. Brothers in arms, if you will. The other people that were with me in the cave. We were in Skellige looking for this ancient amulet from their homeland. This wild hunt. And we keep the armor and use them as people will believe that it would still be them. A fairy tale that they would tell themselves. All of the Wild Hunt, contrary to popular belief, were not defeated. Through this and through some of people we had captured and even made friends with, we have learned our mysteries of time and space and some of that in between. There is a reason we are doing what we are doing. And I ask you now, a little quid pro quo, use Latin there, why were you in that cave that day?
We're just looking for our friend.
We found the staff that you had, and we left it with Reinhardt. Did you kill him? Is that what you said?
So she turns to you, Duell, and now speaking in Elvish, says to you, why do you hide your true face?
Oh, Kenai respond back in Elvish. Well, I'm on the run from the law until we can get this pardon from the Queen passed on. Ran into some trouble in Phasima.
In Elvish, I stated well, you should probably not tell people that.
She doesn't seem like she really needs the money from a bounty.
In common, Wayne will say, "So, want to bring me in on this?"
Okay, so she just kind of cuts in and goes, inconsequential. And now this is back in common. It's like inconsequential. That man in the cave was seeking to stop progress. And we must not stop that. We do not harm innocents or the unarmed. Those that have the sword have made their stay. They live by it. They will die by it.
So
But as you see around, as you see around here, this is just the same cycle that will always happen. They talk about peace, and look, there's elves, and there's gnomes, and there's all of this. But it is only a matter of time before there will be war again. There have been 3 invasions from the south, and now, with this kingdom and the Temerian queendom, there will be a new hegemony. And do you really think there will be a lasting peace?
Of course not. But even a little bit of peace can bring happiness to a few.
And then what? Until there's not peace?
What's
And
your
then-
solution then?
The solution is to bring a lasting peace. The Tree of Order must be watered with the blood of those brave enough to face them, along with those responsible, the tyrants, for it. As I said, it is only a matter of time before there is war again. This marriage will only see to that. Radovid is Radovid, and will not be happy ruling over a peaceful realm. And at this point, you can kind of see that him and Anya have kind of come down like these steps, and they're kind of starting to make their way kind of waving and, doing the handshakes and all that the royal would kind of do that. There is nobody more important than the promise of a better tomorrow. Using what we have, which I see some of the weapons and the amulet that you have been privy to, we will either remove the kings and queens of this land, the system that stands in the way of the progress, or create an enemy to unite them. But I say to you, you are not my or our enemy. But I will ask what you intend to do with this information.
What does your version of peace look like?
It is a peace basically where there is not a threat of war, which is what we all live under. There's not a threat of this king persecutes these people. Oh, but now they don't. And then what happens when they have a son? We flip a coin and then decide good, bad, anything in between. So the peace to me is, I guess, what we will make of it. Nobody else seems to be trying it, so somebody might as well do it. At this point, a very drunken, attendee comes over and, again, just swirling this, comes over to Sirdash and says, Lady Etahal, it is nice of you to be here. And in Elvish, she speaks to her, saying, thank you very much, friend, and I hope you're having a good evening, and I will speak with you at another time. And the drunken woman that comes over is just, yes, and then kind of goes away. And then she looks back towards you and takes a little drink.
It's just strange to me because there's many wars that are fought in the name of finding peace under just one ruler. Is that your intention, to rule over everything and everyone and ensure peace that way?
You have seen what those items are capable of. I don't know if you used or attempted to use that staff that we got from your friend, but there are others beyond that we're looking to locate. They come from our ancestors' land, as she points again to Dwell. With those, there will be a peace. An ugly term for that would be a despotic ruler, but we will rule until others determine it not to be. And if we do not uphold our social contract, then may they lop our heads off and start anew. Eventually, it will work out.
And what about your line of rulers? Is it not the same coin flip that you were talking about earlier?
But there will be somebody in check. With these abilities, we will be able to do it. You are absolutely right. So I suppose you can even argue that maybe this would even be temporary. But to me, it is a better idea than what is happening now. This is an untenable situation, and I would like to see any other option.
That I can't argue with. Anyone else doesn't. I don't have faith in anyone else looking to rule the continent.
You think Redania is going to start a conquest soon? Is that what this is about, specifically?
I don't know how well versed you are in the politics of this land, but the combined power, both economic, military, and everything, of Temeria and Redania will dwarf everybody else in the north. And probably even Nilfgaard, after what has happened to them. I do not believe that Radovid, for this next 40 or 50 years of his life, will just sit back with his lovely bride. And again, as y'all kind of see them going through, he seems, happy. He doesn't seem very stern like his name is. And she says again, it's just a matter of time what happens to him. Or what might happen. If something happens to that lovely wife of his, then what? She may have pacified him for now, but again, it's a matter of time.
So, what's the plan? You finish him now?
No, again, details of that you do not need to worry yourselves over. I will say this, and she kind of gets up, takes her drink, and is preparing to leave. You are not an enemy of me, and I am not an enemy of you. But again, anybody who stands in the way of progress, myself, others, deserve a swift end. I advise you to leave this place and leave this area as soon as possible. And with that, she departs.
Kind of sitting there stunned at the whole encounter still.
Well, I have a feeling all these people are about to die.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do remember her saying that they do not harm innocents and unarmed.
Mm-hmm. She did say that. Yeah, she said she doesn't intend to hurt anyone that's not directly in her way. That's sounds just like another potential ruler who's found power and wants to shape the world.
I don't see any difference between her and Radovid.
The difference is that she has artifacts, and you don't fuck with those people.
She has very powerful magic. I think she wants to become I don't know how to put it. Someone so powerful that she can enforce everything, it seems. Like she said, contracts, social contract.
She says that now, but once she gains that power, who's to say she just doesn't abuse that power?
Who's to say she does?
Who watches the Watchmen?
Well, I don't see that there's much to be done about it, to be honest. I'm happy she didn't try to kill us.
She wanted us dead. It would have been back then, I think, 3 months ago, 2 weeks ago, both. 1 week ago.
Maybe. I mean, we were all unsure of exactly what happened, so I'm still unsure of exactly what happened.
Question is, what do we do with this information?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm not touching it. At least not going against, that's for sure. Well,
Even if we wanted to, I don't think we have the power.
And what's the point? I mean,
Right?
she had a point. Britannia is going to do something. They're not going to sit on their asses and do nothing. You know, they're going to... I mean, how many wars has there been with Nilfgaard? 3? 4?
Three.
3? Well, you know, he's just going to be looking at the fourth in the future, thinking, hey, might as well unify the northern realms while I can, right? That's the thinking. That's what he's going to think. That's what he's going to try to do. And even if even if it's not the reason he's doing it, that's the excuse he's going to have to rally people to him. And then, boom, what do you know? In 5 years from now, you have a war. Okay, you know what? 5 years, that's a bit fast. Let's say 20 years. I mean, I can see it coming. I think everyone can.
I think another aggressive north could mean the absolute end of elves. I don't know if I want to interfere with this woman of seemingly great power. Sherdash.
If anything, she'd help you out, wouldn't she? I mean, you have the same ancestry.
Yeah. I mean, so do the Nilfgaardians, so... But still, I get what you're saying, I agree.
You have the same ancestry. Well, you could potentially wield that staff.
Maybe. Or it could blow me in half like it did that guy. That was horrible. I mean, it didn't...
Well, you gotta focus on the negatives, huh?
Well, when the negative is getting blown in half, I like to be 100% here.
Well, at least, you know, you didn't feel anything.
I guess. Maybe. Yeah, adrenaline would probably take care of that, but... Well, we don't want to stop her. Do you think we could try to help her?
Maybe. At least I'm inclined to. If anything, to be... I mean, if a plan works, great. But if it doesn't, you want someone to be there, right?
What do you mean, like she would want us to be there?
Well, if the plan is to have someone so powerful that it can't be stopped to keep the rest in check, then you want someone to watch that person, no? And take him out if needed.
You suggest we watch her?
I'm not suggesting anything. This is just a thought exercise. I'm just saying, in a little story she spun up. I mean, the thing is, there's a hole in this, right? No matter how you slice it, there's always going to be someone on top, and there's always going to be the chance that they slip up. Always. There's no way around that. So as much as I'd like, you know, as much as I'd like to like the idea, it just doesn't make sense. However, since she seems bent on doing this, clearly, and she has the artifacts, then I do think it's better if we ally with the person who's going to win rather than those who are going to lose. No?
Yeah. Yeah. That resonates with me.
And at least from there, you can try and change things, at least through reasoning. I mean, she seemed a bit, you know, overzealous. But I think logical arguments can probably reach her to some extent.
It didn't seem like a total psychopath, that's true. Or even a little bit like a psychopath. She really seemed like she had a clear goal, what she was needing or trying to do. But she was very forward about everything.
Well, we're also pretty sure she killed Reinhardt.
Who was in the way, trying to stop her?
I mean,
That's strange to me.
Honestly, I have no clue what Reinhardt was up to. My best guess is that they both wanted the staff and he wouldn't let it go, and she wouldn't either, so it came to blows.
Yep.
Makes sense to me. And I mean, let's be honest, we killed some people for the staff. It's not like we're it's not like we have the moral high ground here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
Maybe it is best just to stay out of it.
Hmm. Right. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna appreciate the evening, and hopefully nothing bad will happen tonight.
Well, I'm getting the hell out of here in the morning.
Not feeling like competing anymore, eh?
Not based on what she just told me. I don't think there's going to be a tournament.
She didn't mention anything about a timeline as to when she planned on doing anything, did she?
She
Nah.
literally, I'm pretty sure she literally said, you should get out of here. Leave this area.
Yeah, but I think she meant more in general, like within the near future, not like tonight. But hey, if I'm wrong, you can put that on my headstone.
I'd rather not put it on anybody's headstone.
Yeah, because we'll be dead with you, man.
I think I'll be all right.
Well, I say you enjoy the night, and then in the morning we get your sister and we get the hell out of here.
Don't think that's gonna happen, but I mean, I've done what I came to do, so I just don't know if I'm gonna go back to Vizima or if I'm gonna go back to Kedwin at this point. So yeah, I guess I'll decide in the morning.
Okay. Enjoy the evening. I'm going to get out of this shitty party.
All right, so
Yeah.
Kyron's gone.
Wayne's gonna decimate the buffet.
All right, Wayne goes and destroys the buffet by a
Grab a
10.
bite too.
Okay, so y'all get it's just really those finger foods that came around. Remember, so yeah, y'all are destroying the hors d'oeuvres like Homer Simpson at that party, just having at it. All the wine in there, yeah, y'all meet some very interesting people from all over. Generally, from this area, get that, but again, even some Nilfgaardian ones up there. Not many, actually, not any from Skellige. There's a very interesting person from Kovir that has some business opportunities, investment opportunities, that might have intrigued you a little bit. Gave you his contact information should you ever head up there. And anything else y'all looking to do at the potty, or?
Nope. Unless, something explodes.
Okay. Nothing explodes. So, Kyron, you heading back to the tent?
Yep, I'll head back to the
Okay.
tent.
Okay. Is everybody taking it in for the night?
Yep.
All right. So y'all fat, drunk. Get back in there. Get your long rest. So fix whatever I need to do there. I think a full hit. Yeah. So go back to hit points. Get all that fun stuff. And once you adjust that, you wake up in the morning. Again, sunlight hits. Depending on how much you drink is depending on how hungover you choose to be. And it's a little bit more happening. It's a lot busier. The dueling event is kicking off basically, right after a little daybreak. So a lot of people are kind of making their way there towards the arena area, which is to the east of town. Other people, like late comers, are still coming in. You can kind of see that as this little tent city just kind of starts to continue to push out and expand ever more so. But with that, it is up to y'all what to do.
Well, Karen, didn't you want to actually participate? How about that?
I did.
So you're gonna pussy out?
So y'all can check in back with the registration table because I told y'all to come back and
Right.
check.
I still think we need to have an exit strategy if shit hits the fan.
Well, yeah, you take your legs and you run like hell. That's the exact strategy for pretty much anywhere.
If we see stuff start to go down, just run like hell
Yeah, I mean,
out of
what
town.
else are you gonna
Yeah, right, right.
You don't have any magic that'll get us moving a little quicker?
do? Hey, okay, I'm not a miracle worker here. Okay,
Technically, I mean, kind of a miracle worker, yes.
no, that's not how it works.
Just asking.
Well, I'm just answering.
I mean, I hate portals, but be quick and easy out of here.
I don't have portals. Okay, I have literally everything else.
Even miracles.
No, miracles don't exist.
Looks like miracles when you do your thing.
Fuck it. Let's go compete. Maybe
There
I'll
we
get to
go.
beat the shit out of your brother before I die.
Yeah.
All right, y'all going to the registration table?
Yeah.
All right, so you head over to the registration table, and
They're gonna blackball you like so hard.
so you head over to the registration table, and as you get over there, you kind of give them, the name, saying, "Hey, blah blah blah." You explain the situation, and they look over and they pull over. It's somebody different, and they pull over terms and they say, "Oh yes, late registration. Well, you missed the dueling for today, but we can get you in the joust." And what that would be, yes. So you're in for the joust, which would be tomorrow. And well, that's all they really have on there. But if you want to partake in the other things, you can also.
Can't get me into the duel today.
No, the dueling registration was due 2 days ago.
Well,
Oh, we were really late on that.
unlucky, but you still get to joust.
You
You know
sure?
how to joust.
Yeah, we have the joust, the archery contest,
Jousting's the Gallagher.
the melee, of course. At the end. So
I put down 10 gold. Are you sure?
they kind of look at it.
When in
And,
doubt,
like,
bribe.
and
Yes.
they push it back and go, it seems very unreputable for a knight to bribe. I would really rethink your words and actions from this point forward.
Oh, money talks usually. So
And they kind of make like a note, like they kind of write something next to your name.
Busted. Oh man.
And,
Okay.
anything else?
No.
okay.
All right, are y'all done there?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he is, I can't compete, so it
That's
was
a-
for him. So
Where's the receptionists? Well, I think that we have. I don't know. I'm still kind of. I guess as we leave the tent, do we have anything else to do here at the registration table?
nope.
Nope.
So Karen, you're gonna adjust or what?
Nope.
Why not?
Do I look like a jouster?
Come on, it's easy. You get on your horse, you just appear and like pounce on whoever's coming at you. It's not that hard.
A better way to learn than at a competition with some of the best jousters across the continent.
Well, Bass, that's just a detail. And they like to, inflate their ego. You know how that works.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking we can leave, or we can seek this woman out and see if we can help. I can't think of any other options. How about you guys?
I have no interest in helping her,
Well,
but I'm not gonna try to stop her either because I'm be foolish to think that I could.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to want to stop her.
I mean, at this point, I'm perfectly happy just getting that letter to clear your name taken care of.
Head for Vizima then? If we think something is going to go down here, maybe we should warn your sister and not warn your brother.
You think something's gonna happen? I don't.
What do you think she was talking about then when she suggested we left?
I think she was just saying, in general, things are gonna get heated around here, like within the next few months. That's all. I don't think
No.
it was a threat.
Oh no, I don't think it was a threat. No.
And I didn't think anything was gonna happen at the tournament necessarily. And if it was, then it wouldn't happen to us. It would happen to people in charge.
Think about it. Everyone's here at once. Why wouldn't it happen here?
Create a power vacuum if you just killed them all. Maybe that's what she.
Yeah, but why are you gonna kill a bunch of stagehands and stable people? Like, who gives a shit?
That's not what I
We're
meant.
not just killing the king, right? No one cares about us.
No, she was. Didn't she mention she was gonna kill everybody? Like on the power wise,
Yeah.
The
well, how
king,
does that-
the queen,
Why do we care?
the emperor.
Okay.
They're all here at
So-
once.
So,
Why not do it here?
well, again, so what?
Well, cutting off the head of a nation doesn't really exactly cripple it. Like, you can't just destroy a nation. There's other checks and balances and systems, I believe. So.
Listen, here's what's gonna happen. If they cut the heads, what happens is the nearest, next of kin in the family becomes, the de facto leader. And usually people don't like that. So what happens is there's a civil war. Okay? So I assume she's not dumb enough to do that. But if she is, and she thinks it's a necessary step, then so be it. I don't give a shit.
She really wants peace. You're right. No, she wouldn't be causing a giant civil war. That's the opposite of peace.
Yeah, sure. But I mean,
Eh,
I think
either-
it should be the kind to think, hey, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start shedding some blood if you want to get, if you want to get ahead. I can see that. I mean, it's naive to think you can't.
What was that thing she was talking about? Some tree being watered with blood? Was that a metaphor? Is there some
know.
tree? Like,
It's
is there?
some nature elf bullshit. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't recall anything like that. Do I DM? Do I recall anything like that? Familiar with that as a
no.
myth or no? Okay.
Unless you're familiar with an idiom from American history, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I'm Canadian. I don't know.
Familiar with Thomas
Yeah, it's-
Jefferson, then yes. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'm
no. Yes,
I
the
know
Thomas
of
Jefferson
America.
of elves said that.
Thomas Jefferson, the great elf.
Didn't Thomas Jefferson also say that banks are a greatest threat to like the people's freedom compared to the standing army, something like that?
He wasn't wrong.
Possibly.
Anyways,
Anyway.
Sounds like Andrew Jackson.
just saying,
thing,
kill the
too.
banks. Gotta go to
Centralized
how's
bank.
it called? Is it Vivaldi Bank in Novigrad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna get bombed. You
The
will.
true enemy.
Anyway, look, whether something happens here or not, back in character. I don't want to
Yeah.
be here if it does.
Okay. Well, you're free to go. I guess it's not stopping you. But if you go, I don't think I'm gonna go though. I'm probably gonna go back to Kedwin, to be honest.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna look on that elf, see what they're up to. I think
Well,
I don't want to be on the opposite end of whatever that's going to. Whatever's going to unfold, I don't want to be on the opposite end of that. So,
Sorry, what's in Kedwen?
my home.
But you said, oh, you just want to be away from the elf. I thought you said check on the elf. I thought I missed.
Well, I'm assuming that she's part of a big organization, and if she could get invited to this party, although to be honest, it wasn't very hard, we did it. But if she could get invited to this party, I assume she has connections. So I also assume that if I go back home, I could probably worm my way in there in time. That's the plan anyway.
Well, if you succeed on that plan, you let me know. Duel, what are your plans?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and seek this woman out and see if there's anything I can do to assist her.
Okay.
All right. So y'all gonna go gather y'all's things, prepare to leave?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you head back to your tents. You start packing. You start packing, kind of everything up. And as you're doing that, to the side of the arena, you hear and you see this just massive explosion over part of it. And in the sky, like from there, you see just these, like going like a straight up kind of thing, what looks like to be like portals have opened up.
Oh,
And it
not
starts
again.
to create a little bit of panic amongst everybody in the
A
tents
little bit.
as people kind of start making their way kind of to see what's going on, and there's just general panic. And this is probably going to be about, maybe like 800, 1,000 kind of feet from you.
Maybe I can seek this lady out later.
Yeah,
As
how
I
about that?
see these portals open up.
Do we see what's coming out of them? Precisely? You're muted.
Damn it, I thought I unmuted. It's just like a quick, like once you see that explosion, that kind of catches your eye, look over, and it's just like a little quick flash.
All right.
Like that some portals have been opened, but you don't see anything coming out of it per se. It's just kind of like something happened there.
DM, check your messages.
So what are we gonna do? Karen, are you going in, or are you going
I would
out?
say play the game. Is that a fair answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't feel I can answer that in good faith. Is that fair to me to say that?
No, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
I would say that again, now we're speaking without these two knowing what we're talking about. It seems kind of
No, yeah. Okay, so
Dickish.
I'll just say that I legit asked the question: is this a fight we can win?
And I don't know.
And it's a fair question for you to answer the way you did. The reason I asked the question is I know this is our last game.
I can't answer
It
that
should-
without
it doesn't
y'all
matter.
seeing,
Yeah.
but y'all don't even know what you're
Yeah.
going up against.
I know.
I don't even want to know the answer.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
wanna
I
know the answer to
can't.
that.
That's what I'm saying. I can't answer that.
I'm
Yeah.
just.
So-
I was more
Okay, I'm
looking
going.
for
Like,
an actual.
Wayne doesn't care. Like while Karen is having his conundrum, like Wayne's like moving forward
Alright.
towards the arena.
Then I'll go with them.
Yeah.
You're, okay. I just follow meekly.
Okay, so y'all are going
Sprint
into
and
it.
Catch up. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll head towards the arena, and again, by now it's just full-on panic. You can see that kind of part of it hasn't really caught on fire. And as you get there's people obviously just rushing like in and out of there. And so we're going to go. All right, so what it is, and I'll explain this before. Okay, no, y'all will have to come in through this way. All right, so this is what we'll do.
Barbecue.
Huh?
Friendly family barbecue.
Also, just
Okay.
gonna point out, I didn't. After waking up, I didn't put back on my disguise.
Okay.
Okay,
Good to
so
know.
you're all elfed out?
Yeah, I look like me again.
Okay.
Well, I don't. Well, Dwell looks like Dwell. Yeah.
All
anyways.
right. I need to adjust this quickly because things change. Here. Da 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 da. there, right there, and right there. Okay. Y'all are gonna come in. What I assume. So as y'all are getting there, are y'all gonna go in through what would be the like blown up portion, or are y'all gonna enter through the blown up portion?
Whatever you're talking about, I can't see the map. by
Yeah,
the
I don't
way.
have a map.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to. I don't want to show it yet without. 'cause y'all can't see.
Okay, then if I had a choice, I would go to the least damage.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So y'all gonna come in, and y'all gonna be right. Let me make sure I got everything there. I had to adjust. Okay. All right. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So y'all are over there on the side, and again, this full panic y'all have gone through. At this point now, all the there's no more spectators there. Everyone's kind of cleared out. But you see down there these wild hunt, looking people. They're mounted, like they are on horses, and you see what appears to be a knocked out knight in there. And I don't know, can y'all see the plate, like the name of that one? Can you see that that's
Nope.
Heron? Okay.
See
Well,
no names.
in the pink, you see the pink knight there that's alive?
Uh-huh.
Don't have him.
Okay. Wayne, you recognize again from the insignia and all that is Heron down there. And he looks pretty bad.
All right.
He looks pretty bad. And then you see, what do I have there? Four Redanian kind of guards down there. And this kind of like fight is breaking out. Y'all are up here in the stands, and that's about like a 10-foot drop to go. Actually, you know what? Because that goes. Yeah, that's actually not going. You can't see that, Wayne, because that's not actually a place for y'all to get down at.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all gonna have to jump over like that, and that's about like a 10-foot drop. Okay, those steps are for like underneath to go through.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, those stairs don't go up; they go down. It's kind of like underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's one of those. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
y'all gonna jump in the arena, you got to kind of take that 10 foot and do all that. Okay, so go ahead now and roll initiative.
That's
18 for
12.
me.
17.
All right. Wayne.
12.
Hey, those aren't bad. Like, Wayne, for you, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like you're always like an 8.
Yeah, you've often rolled bad initiative.
I just
All
like
right.
to take my time.
All right, so again, as y'all come in, y'all see these two kind of mounted riders, this kind of knocked out knight down on the ground. You don't know if he's dead or whatnot. He's just definitely incapacitated. And then Heron again looks worse for wears there. Everybody's kind of out and about there. Dewell, you were first. And Kyron, you were on deck.
Does it seem like any of these guys have noticed us yet?
No, they definitely have not.
I stop here at the top and I'm like, do we even know who our enemy is? I say to the other guys.
Yeah, the ones in crazy looking armor.
We're
How about
getting.
that?
I just think that's fair enough. Yep.
I mean, we know these guys
Um,
aren't actual wild hunt.
Well, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't think we know that they're not actually wild hunt.
You will remember from the talk
Yeah.
that she told y'all that not all the wild hunts are gone, and she knows how
Okay.
the mysteries of time and space, as she said.
Okay.
Well, what matters is
I thought she also
these
said
Iranian
she's-
soldiers don't
never
look
mind.
much out of place, do they?
Fair enough. 10-foot drop. Yikes. I'll just take out my ruler here.
Ruler.
I just take out my ruler actually, and
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
yeah. And then I can. Sorry about taking the time on my turn. Guess you guys get extra time to think.
No, you're fine.
3 feet. What was that? 30 over there, and then 15 here. So I can use my dash to get an extra 15 feet of my running.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my dash, which I can use as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'll fire a crossbow bolt at the blue.
Okay.
I will roll to hit.
On the blue.
Ooh, 11.
That does not hit.
All right, well.
You moved too far.
Oh, did I?
No, I'm just saying,
Okay.
flavor-wise. You moved too far to get that aim very well, and you missed. Kind of a moving target too, so not the easiest. Anything else?
I think I may have actually moved too far.
Whatever.
Okay.
Nothing else?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Kyron, you were up.
I'm gonna jump down
Okay.
and in. Do I need a roll to take any damage or anything on that?
No, you're yeah, your dex and what is it? What is your No, you're good enough.
Okay, well,
It's just 10 feet, yeah.
I'm gonna bonus
Your
action.
dex and strength is good.
Bonus action rage. Then use my action to double my movement to get up to this red guy.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I can do.
That's all you can do? Okay. All right, so the Red Rider, flavorful enough, is next to you. And again, this thing is mounted. And due to it being mounted, it will gain advantage on its attack against you.
Okay.
That is 15.
Misses.
That misses. All right. If it gets another one, that good lord. Dang, you. Wow. All right, that's a 13. Nice. Very nimble. All right, so I guess you've kind of startled him. Whoops, where'd it go? There you kind of startled him. So it makes this double swing and misses. And now it's going to ride off, and you will get, again, as it is mounted and going away, you will get a disadvantage opportunity attack. There you go.
Even if I'm swinging at the legs of the horses?
Yeah, because so you're swinging at the horse?
I'm swinging at the legs of the horse to knock him off the horse, to, like, unmount him.
Okay. That will be, hold up, that's on here. No, you have to target it.
I have to target it. I can't hit the
Yep.
horse?
Nope. Force an attack, not this one.
Okay.
It's a roll a disadvantaged attack.
Well, I got the same for both, so 22.
22. That hits.
12 points of damage.
12 points. All right. And it is resistant to non-magical. I shouldn't have told you that. Whoops. All right, so you hit it. Yeah, whoops. So you hit it as it goes away, and there's a good swing across it, and you take a little bit out of an exposed kind of spot on its leg there. And it's going to ride back over this way, kind of right there on, right next to the other one. All right, so next one is the blue one here. And this one's going to ride up over here to Heron, who, again, is definitely seeing a little bit of hit. Going to make it double. A natural one. Wow. That is some really shitty rolls. So it attacks and misses, and this one's just going to stay right there. All right, very nice. All right, next. Nope, not that one. Wayne, you are now up. That one.
Well, so Wayne's gonna
Yeah.
jump down. Yeah. And he's gonna throw some coal to the ground and cast heat metal
Okay.
on the wild hunt, the blue wild hunt.
Okay.
So he needs to make a. Actually, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it might.
No, it's only if he drops the object. I assume it's wearing like metal armor, right?
That you can tell.
That I can tell. Well, if it works, it doesn't matter because he can't like drop it. He's like literally wearing it.
Oh yeah. the armor.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll roll. Actually, I already rolled. That's maximum damage, 16.
Nice.
Okay. 16.
Fire damage,
Yeah.
and that's
And it
for
is
Wayne.
it's obviously magical.
Yeah,
So which one do you attack?
the one next to Aaron.
The blue, is that the blue one? I don't have
Yep.
it. Okay. The blue one. All right.
And that's that.
Okay. So it doesn't make a save. It's just an attack.
Yeah, the save
Okay.
is whether or not you drop whatever's hit.
Oh,
But
okay.
since you can't
But you
drop it,
armor.
Yeah.
Okay. What would that be? Would it be a
it would be Constitution.
Constitution? Okay. Got it. So it would not affect there. All right. Anything else?
Nope. That's it for my turn.
Next up. Group. All right. So these are all gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna join this little talk about a melee. So this one's gonna come up there, try to corner in little blue. That is going to hit. It's not going to do much. All right, so this pike kind of got a little pollux here. The yellow one comes up, and again can't really get rid of the horse off of it. Does a little like poke at it, stab, hits the blue one. Again, just a little nick of a damage as it kind of is heating up there, a little distracted. Takes a little bit out, but it is still looking like it is doing okay on that horse. All right, so next up now is Heron right there. Oh, shit. So Heron is favoring that arm that got shook yesterday. Again, tries to hold his ground there, swings off and misses, and cannot hit that, and then does not try to get away as he kind of stands there. Oh, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. All right, and we are back up. Dewell, you are up.
Hold on, let me just do an extra measure here. 30. Okay. I'll fire a crossbow bolt at the blue guy.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. 15.
15 just misses.
Ah, damn. Then I'll move a bit back over here, if I can.
Anything
I'm
else?
not quite sure what those obstacles are. Nope, that's it.
No, you can just move around. It's just the stands. All right, Kyron, you were up.
I'm gonna move up here.
All right.
I'm gonna make a reckless swing on the red guy's horse to knock him off his
Okay.
horse.
It will target him.
I can't unmount him. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll just swing at him.
Okay. It's the same thing.
Okay. But you said because he's mounted, he gets advantage. My idea was to not have him advantage and put him on the ground.
Yeah.
But if I can't knock him off his horse, then there's no point.
Yeah. Anything that's targeted at the mount will be targeted to them.
Okay. Well, reckless. 24.
24 hits. Which one do you do? The blue one? Okay.
The red one actually, but
Oh, okay.
15 points of damage.
15 will be halved to 7.
Frenzy attack.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
That gonna hit.
All right, hang on. I gotta do extra math here.
Extra maths.
Well, I gotta double the die, so hang on.
Boom, boom.
6. It's 8. 10, 12. 15 points of damage.
For everything?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you light him up a couple times. Not
Yep.
literally like Wayne did. And again, still going strong. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. So that red one there is going to go after you. If it's already advantage against that,
It's just a straight
Is it-
roll.
it
Yeah.
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it's just a straight roll. Well, it's you already have advantage, so
So it's just regular, yeah.
you just have advantage. You don't get triple or double advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's 24 on the first attack.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 12, so 6, right?
Yep.
All right, so second attack.
It's not none of that's like magical shit, right? It's just like piercing or bludgeoning or one of them, right?
Yeah, it's nothing
Yeah,
magical.
okay.
Yeah, nothing magical.
Right.
All right, that's going to be a natural 20.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 total on that one. And it is going to move away. So again, get a disadvantage attack of opportunity.
$15.
15 just misses. So it takes off there, kind of heading. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do.
Quit running, you bitch.
Do you yell that in Elvish?
I yell at him whatever he can understand.
Okay. So it heads back over there, and that's going to be it. Now the blue one, who's kind of hemmed in here. So kind of sees, although it is again getting hemmed in, going to go after Heron there. All right, so it does connect. All right, so again, Heron favoring that with the 2 attacks here. On its mount, just sends the first one right across his right arm. It knocks the sword down. The next one just opens him up straight across. And Heron, right there, Wayne, your brother, goes down.
Dang.
And now he's gonna try to get out. So Kyron, again, disadvantage attack of opportunity.
I used it. I can't.
Oh, you only get it one. You're right.
Yep.
My fault.
I only get once per round.
You're right. Redanian guard
But the yellow one should get one.
misses. Yeah. The Redanian guard, as he goes through, is fleet-footed with this little poleaxe that with the little halberd that the guard has. Tries to stick it right there between the horse, but it does not work. And the rider goes off this corner over here to move around. All right. So Wayne, you're up, and then Heron, then Duell.
Oh, this is awkward.
He's gonna just
Over here.
keep the heat metal going.
Okay.
So 2d8. Because that's how it works. Oh my god. I rolled maximum damage twice in a row. It's like 16 more fire damage
Which was that the red one?
on the blue one.
Is the blue one?
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I need to. There's got to be a mark for that, right?
Maybe.
Which of these looks like fire? Sure, that looks close enough. How much damage?
16.
16. Okay. So this one you start to see as it kind of starts to heat up and is now starting to slump a little in its saddle. And the blue one is like favoring kind of a side and is not too keen on this heat.
All right. Wynn's gonna go forward and rush him and try and short sword get him on the side while he's like in pain.
Okay.
Whether it works. That's 11 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah. Okay.
So as much as it's favoring there, it's an easy parry and deflection.
All right. Well, that's it for him.
That's it. All right. Dwell, you are up.
I still have that northern wind bomb from forever ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna chuck it. It's got, so what it says is detonating this bomb produces a blast of icy cold air within a 10-foot sphere. I think that should be able to catch both of them, right?
Okay, you're gonna try to throw it right in the middle there.
Yeah, but first
Okay.
I'm gonna get a little closer just to, up the
Okay.
chances.
Okay.
Throw it right in the middle there, and
Okay.
and then it says all creatures within the radius.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I don't need
yeah,
to
I can roll what.
Well,
whatever
just
you
say
tell
what
me.
it is, regardless. Just say
Okay.
what it is. We'll do that. My bad.
DC 13 is the Constitution saving throw, and if the throw is failed, the language of this is a little weird, but essentially it says I roll 2d10, and if they fail, then they take full damage, and their speed is reduced by 10, and if they succeed, that damage is halved,
Okay.
and they have no penalty to speed
You said it's a Constitution save.
of a DC 13.
Okay. All right. That is not. That is a 4. All right. So throw it in.
2d10. Oh, what's my to hit?
You just
Oh,
roll
I
the.
guess that was to hit.
You
Well,
just-
that hit. Yeah, they failed to save.
It failed to
Okay,
save, so
yeah.
you just roll
Yeah.
the 2d10
You
damage.
said 2d8,
2d10?
right? Oh, 2d10?
2d10.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
11.
Okay. It was cold damage.
That's right.
Okay. So, as you know, they're wild hunts, so it does a little bit. Maybe not as much as you were hoping for. 24.
Oh. Oh yeah,
And it
that's right.
actually-
Wild and cold. Damn.
The rider in blue actually likes to feel that cold as they are burning up in there.
Oh, Andy's on fire. God damn it.
As they are burning up in their warm armor, so this like feels refreshed. But it's now it's like almost slumped over. The one in blue is barely hanging on.
And then I guess I yell to the other guys, we may win this fight, but I don't know if we're going to land ourselves on the side of the battle we want to be on. And I guess that's my turn.
All right. And you said that takes off 10 speed?
Yeah, 10 reduced their movement by 10
Okay.
feet.
Okay.
Until the start of, it says your next turn, so I'm guessing it's just
Their
like
next
one
turn.
full cycle.
Oh. That'll be your turn, yeah.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be your
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, that it?
That's all.
All right, Kyron, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move up to here, and then I'm going to throw the Devil's Puffball
Okay.
bomb, and it's a 10-foot sphere. Yeah, 10-foot sphere. So I think I can hit both. Maybe I can hit both of them. If I throw it kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And do you want to get any closer or?
No, I want to stay where I am. I mean,
Okay.
maybe I'll move like one square here.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then so it's a cloud of corrosive gas in a 10-foot sphere. Creatures within this radius must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 1d8 acid damage, and half as much on a successful one.
All right, so it's acid damage.
Yep, but you got to make
the
it.
same thing, but acid.
Yeah, essentially.
Uh,
DC
that's a
13.
natural. That's a natural 20.
Oh well, he saves, so he just still takes
Yeah.
half. So he still takes
it's
the
half?
still takes the half of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All
it's,
right, yeah,
it's
do the damage.
It's 4. I rolled an 8, so it's 4.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then
then-
that was my action, yeah.
Effective bombs.
Yeah, the bomb.
And that was my action.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. That was your action. Okay, you said it was 4 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
All right. So the rider in blue is just
yeah.
almost there.
Okay.
Just nicking away.
Well, because that took my action.
With a trifecta of
Okay.
I
magic.
can't. Trying to think here. I can't use my bonus action to heal his brother, right?
So as upon looking there, you can see that he's dead.
Okay, so he's not making death saves, essentially. Is what
No,
I'm
he's
trying to
dead.
get at. I can't. Okay, there's no bringing him back to get him back in this fight.
He is DEAD dead.
Okay, well, then I'm gonna move and get to the blue one. I think I still had what? 2. Yeah, I can get to the blue guy. And
The
then
blue?
yeah, and then use a frenzy attack as my bonus and swing at him. Still, yeah, reckless. So that's a natural 20. Does it matter?
All right.
Does it matter?
No. As you swing, you finally knock them off their mount completely. As just a great two-handed sword up there, just knocked straight off, out, and just in a crumple on the ground. They just go out, and there. Finally, that one is not holding on anymore.
Okay, that's my turn.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. So now this up is the red one next to you is going to make. That's not. I had a 1 and a 4, so that's not gonna work. That is a 6. Ooh, look at these rolls. Wow, 4 rolls and 7 was the best. So he is shook and is just swinging wildly, misses, and is going to ride away. So take a disadvantaged attack.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay. So goes up over here again, is now going around, trying again, kind of not really making too much, contact in the middle of there. And we'll see now, just rolls once. That's not gonna do it. All right, so now these guards are now gonna try to hem them in. As they move over, they're gonna come over this way, try to kind of block at least one way off, but they won't. But they are just such dreadful. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3. There you go. They're not very good with those pikes, and they're all just kind of swinging, kind of just trying to hem this little rider in over there. That's going to be it. Wayne, you're up, then Dwell, then Kyron.
Wayne's gonna run by Aaron. Just check on him. Is he dead?
You look over there, and yeah, he has been opened up, and he is dead.
Well, yikes. Okay, I turn to Karen. I just say, time to fuck off. And Wayne's gonna double back and try and leave where he came from, if
Okay.
that's possible. Don't know how he's gonna do it, but he's gonna try.
I have ropes.
Swingy. Okay, then I guess he's gonna go towards the well instead and be like, hey, rope.
Okay.
I'm just checking if I have rope myself. I do not. I have a bedroll.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
climb.
like I said, it's about 10 feet, so he
I
can
don't know, it
like
looks
hold
like
his
this-
hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like there's spikes and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry about those spikes.
Okay, don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm just trying to leave.
Okay. Dwell, you're up.
I look for. I guess it's only 10 feet, right?
Yeah, it's
But
like 10
also,
feet.
I'm not the strongest elf in the world, so I'm going to look for a secure location to tie one end of a rope and throw the other end over the wall for them to climb up.
Okay.
Just, I guess, where I am here.
Like tie the rope.
Yeah, to like see if like there's any, because if any benches are tied down or even along the wall there, anything. Is there
Okay.
anything around me?
Yeah, there's benches there that can you can wrap it around that bench and tie it.
Yep, I'll do that
Okay.
then. Whatever looks to be secure.
How
according
long
to
is the rope?
description.
Is it like
I believe like 50
50?
feet.
Is
Yeah.
that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, so it's a long.
Yeah, you got
long
room
rope.
for that.
Yeah.
All right. So you tie the rope and throw it down in there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I guess I'll ready an assist for whoever gets to the rope first.
Okay.
If I can help give them advantage on anything if they need to, but other than that,
Okay. That's it.
that's it.
All right, Kyron, you're up.
I mean, I guess we're fucking off, so I'll go over to the rope and climb out. If I need to make
Okay.
any kind of check or roll to.
Yeah, do a strength or athletics, whichever one, and then do it with advantage because Dwell's assisting you.
By making sure the rope doesn't come apart, at least giving it some extra strength.
19.
Okay. You easily get out. Just true, you might not even have needed that rope. But as you get to the top, the guards now have kind of like looked and see that, you're leaving and that, Dwell is up there and just basically yells back like, where are you going? Come back.
And I'll fight, mate.
All right. So next up is Red. Rider, that's not...
I'm sure that'll
Alright.
be fine.
That misses. And as it goes away, Jesus, this is all gonna be one. As it rides away, it is missed by all of them. So getting out of here. I just rolled it all at once, so it's either all or none. I'm not gonna roll
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll. Yeah, like 8 times just to do
Each
it. So yeah,
individual.
they're just all cartoonishly just like flailing at it. So it runs over this way, or sorry, kind of rides over this way and kind of heads back, like around it.
Not
Around
near
them
me.
kind of here, like right there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Wayne, you're up.
I'm gonna take the rope and go up.
Okay. Again, roll athletics.
My only weakness.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not even a weakness.
I mean, with
Never
both of us helping him.
Natural
it
20.
There you go.
Nice.
There
Yeah, I
you
think
go.
I'm only able to help it once. Like that was a reaction I think I set up.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
climbing like I've never climbed before.
All right. So again, you're just with all the fear in you, just whoop, 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 hop up, and y'all are in the stands. All right. Anything else right there?
I guess I pull the rope up, pack it back away.
Well, Wayne, are you done?
Yeah, mostly I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna get my sisters and I'm out of here.
sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
I
All right,
think that
so-
sounds good.
Dwell, what are you doing?
I pack the rope back up, hopefully try to make it a little harder for them to follow us. There's not just a rope ready for them.
Okay.
And then I guess lead the way then, Wayne.
Yeah, I'll just fucking dead run towards where I remember my sister being, tent or whatnot.
All right. So y'all buggering off?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
As we're running,
Alright,
I'll
so-
yell. As we're running, I'll yell at Wayne. I fucking told you.
You told me what?
Told you shit was gonna happen today.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for you.
All right, so y'all take off, and again, as y'all get out, once y'all get outside of the arena, you kind of start to see like more like guards are like starting to come in and start to kind of come to this place. But as before you kind of get out of there, off to the side, where are we at? Like over here to the side, because y'all are going out of that way that y'all are going up north.
Yeah, I mean, whichever way we
The
leave
quickest
is,
way out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as y'all are kind of going there, you look over and you kind of see to the side. Oh, am I on the wrong one? There we go. Off to the side, you kind of see in armor. It was Sir Dash in her armor. Just kind of sees you like going away, and kind of gives like a nod, like okay. And then before you leave, just in a portal, again goes blue, that amulet in a portal, the dead and downed Wild Hunt Rider and the one still going around are just teleported away with her,
Fancy.
and they're gone.
Okay.
All right. So y'all now run out of this arena, and you head out, and you said you're making your way towards the like acting troupe.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So you head over there, and again, it is just absolute abject chaos. And as you're looking around, you kind of can't make out anything. Roll a perception check.
All of us or just Wayne?
Y'all can all roll it.
22.
21.
23.
Jeez.
Whoa.
All right. Well, y'all see everything in slow motion. You make out everything to what it is. But you easily find your way back to like their area, but again, nobody is there. Like everyone again is just kind of, no one's really packing things up. It's more or less people are just trying to really get the hell away from that spot there. So you kind of can't make out like of anybody, but there's just people going by you, you know, just kind of running. No one's even going back to like gather things up. And all you're really seeing though is a lot of guards and people that may be armed that are kind of heading towards the arena.
Headed towards the arena that we're running, that we already ran from.
Yeah.
Let them be.
Yeah, just let them be. Maybe try to stay out of sight as best as I can.
I mean,
Where to your sister's? Where your sister got out of here, or maybe she's gone. Where would she go?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
I mean,
I would assume she would take her stuff and fuck off, but maybe they've been rounding up people. I have no clue.
I mean, I think the best place to start is to just go home and check to see if she goes home.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to
too.
Novigrad as fast as we can get there.
I don't know. I mean, are we sure? Are we sure that like all the tents and what like? Because I don't want to just go back to Novigrad and like nothing. Like, nothing's there.
Y'all can wait and
Yeah, I
see
feel-
when the
yeah, I
dust
feel like-
settles.
Yeah, I feel like waiting a bit around. Like, plus, okay, here's the thing. I don't think that this thing makes no sense. What would they send two fuckers down here? It had to be a diversion, right?
Must have been.
Because this had made like this had no point.
No, you're right. I think that was a diversion, and she did something while that was happening. Yeah.
And whatever happened happened. So now it's done.
Right. So doesn't matter. I guess
Well, I'm just saying. I'm gonna
Right.
stick around
Okay.
and wait for her here.
we can stick
well,
around and
so,
wait
you
and
know,
see if we see your sister.
Yes. And Wayne's gonna like find a place to like sit down, find a tree to sit down against or something.
Okay. So as y'all wait, it slowly starts to get somewhat settled. And you can tell this kind of walking up, and there's something that is just like not exciting them like happy, but it's just like, oh my God, they can't believe like what it is they're discussing. And you kind of just overhear them as they go by, and you just kind of make out that the king and queen are missing. But how long are y'all gonna wait?
I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 minutes, I guess.
Oh,
Until,
okay.
like, you know,
Yeah.
well, okay. Basically, I'd be waiting until I see that enough people came back that it would be
Okay.
possible that the sister would have came back.
So you wait, like as you wait, you can see that maybe a fourth of people have come back to kind of get whatever it is. And even then, you know, you can't fully make out, are they just looting? Is it actually there? Are they just grab? But some people are kind of coming back, but
Okay.
there's no sign of your sister.
But the stuff is still there.
All the stuff is there, yes.
Let's just go
I
back to
mean-
Novigrad and check to see if she made it. That'd be where she would go,
Isn't
right?
Novigrad like half a day away,
Yeah.
and we don't have horses?
Yeah, half a day away and no horses. Jeez.
I mean,
If y'all want, you can search in the chaos for maybe some horses you can borrow
Yeah.
if you want.
Well,
Oh,
it
it
seems
hits
like,
up.
seems like an idea, honestly.
I mean, is that you think that if she made it out, that's where she would go, right? Or do you think she would go home?
I don't know. I don't know what happens. Okay, you know what? I'll find some people who like, part of the people who came back. I'll be asking around like, hey, so you were here when shit went down?
So as you kind of query all the people as they come back, no one was. You don't speak with anybody who was actually like in the arena.
Not the
And-
arena, but like I want to know like people who were
Yeah.
around here. Do you know where people who were there went?
Yeah.
Did they just go everywhere, went different directions, or I'm
Yeah,
trying to
for the most part, yeah. No one has any idea where like those people were. The way they tell it was that thing exploded and then it just became just a chaos free for all where most people just kind of got the hell out of there. And very few came back and got their belongings.
Okay. Then I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna stay here, stand guard, so no one steals the stuff. I'm gonna stay here for I don't know, a few hours, and if I hear nothing, I'll go back to Novigrad.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was hoping I'd never have to go back to Novigrad.
Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, I'll stand around and see if we can find your sister here, and then I guess when we part ways, I'll start heading down to Vizima.
Hmm.
Get this letter checked in so I'm not being hunted by everyone.
Everyone.
Well, fellas, I think this is where we part ways. I mean, from here, I don't know what else other than to go back to my shop and make as much money as I can while I can.
Hmm. Oh well, if there's gonna be a war, I'm sure you'll have plenty of business to do.
Yeah? Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Huh.
If you're ever in Novigrad, just know you always got a place with me. If you guys ever need anything, just let me know.
Mhm.
I hope to never return to that city, but if I do, hopefully you have your shop then.
Well, you know, I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, so if you ever do anything, just send word. Everybody good? Okay.
Yeah.
Wayne. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna tell her, and we still have to bury him now. What a mess.
yeah.
He didn't make it, right?
No. Well, I wouldn't think so. I'm the doctor, though.
Yeah. Sorry about your brother, man.
Personally, I don't care.
But here's
But I know people who will, so.
uh, if it makes your travel a little easier, here's I hand both of them 50 gold apiece out of the
I don't need
money.
your shit.
I hand I hand Duell 100
on a-
gold.
Honestly, that would really help. I appreciate it, and hopefully I can pay you back someday. If I had
Yeah.
$1 to my name and no home once again, I'll need something.
Yeah, like I said, if it makes your travel a little easier, you know.
Thanks.
Yeah. Gentlemen.
Good travels.
Good travels. Safe travels. Like I said, if you ever need anything, let me know.
Where are
And-
you going, Wayne?
Me? Well, for now I'm staying here, and then likely I'll be accompanying my sister for a bit, and then likely back to Kedwin. But if you're gonna go and find this woman, let me know.
I might. I feel like I need to get settled again, though. First, where did she? I don't recall. Did she say where where she could be found at any point? No.
She did not. And since she
Oh.
can teleport, I assume that's not exactly reliable, anyways.
Maybe she's right about fate, and we'll run into her again.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I know you would say that.
Well, then you know what's what.
Yep.
But I'm sure if you poke the bear, you'll find her again. And then you can make your case.
Right.
I don't know. The only reason I went in is that I thought I could probably get Aaron back before he bite the dust.
Figured that's what you were thinking.
Uh-huh.
Towards the arena is where the explosion was, and he was competing, so.
But hey, wasn't good enough, so it is what it is. So, just in case if you meet her again, tell her I got nothing against her now. Didn't before, still don't. Just, still have to try.
I guess if I do, I'll bring it up.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to not get my throat cut in the night, if possible.
I don't know. She did kind of nod at us approvingly, it seemed, before she teleported off. We might be safe from her.
I don't know. From what I was saying, that looked more like I'm coming for you next.
Hope not.
Hmm. Just like looking around at people. So, you think they're looting, or because you're the expert?
Of looting. I don't know. It looks like it would be good pickings for looting, but I don't know. Are they? I look. I don't know.
All I'm saying is you should get on it.
I'm trying to do less of that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back to a life of hunting. That'd be great. But with war sweeping the continent again, I'm not sure that'll be possible. So, first step is to clear my name, maybe find that elf, and we'll see.
Good plans, Danny. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm probably going to be staying around here for a bit, but I'll pretty sure I can contact you. So I'll be sure to let you know when I actually leave up north, if that happens.
I'll probably be around Vizima if you ask around there.
Yeah, I'll be sure to check the barracks. All right, well, Godspeed.
And
You as well.
scene. All right.
Yeah. Well, that was
Well.
neatly tied up, I think.
I think that'll do it. Yeah. I think it was tied up as well as it could have been.
I mean, there's still a lot of unanswered questions, and hopefully.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's fair, and hopefully at some point in the future, when Mr. DM's life is not as crazy, we can circle back to this and see where it goes.
To the future. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
All right. Well, yeah, that's going to do it. Whether this is a permanent goodbye or a temporary one. Enjoyable. The next time y'all see these three, my position, I assume the guy looks different from me, will look different from me. There will be two. Should I be saying all this?
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay, yeah. I just fucked it all up there.
No, you're good.
There'll be two additional. Yeah, no, it was going all well. There'll be two additional people. I'm excited to see what y'all do with it. I think it'll be great. The future is bright. And until that next time, see ya.
Praise the sun.
See you guys.
Praise be to the great.
Praise the sun.
Yeah, you said the future is bright. Praise the sun.
We got
That's awesome.
Closet Milk Guardian over here.
All right. Well, goodbye, everybody.
But
Yep.
Hey everyone, a quick announcement. Due to some personal affairs, I will have to be stepping away from the campaign, but don't worry. We will have a new campaign with a new DM in a new setting with 2 more new players. So everybody will be returning, sans me. And check out for more information on that in the next coming weeks, and stay tuned.